Squad cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in squad cars.
Good day, sir. That's a nice pet gorilla you have there. Pretty rare these days, aren't they?
I'd like to see the new 1969 Ranger.
Oh, certainly, sir. Now, first, you have a choice of 6 models and 3 engines.
Gregory.
Don't worry, sir. Still 3 headlights to go. Now, you have a big, lavishly appointed interior with reclining seats and a heater. You also get extras that don't cost extra, like...
Gregory.
Oh, my goodness. He's bitten through a brake pipe. Oh, but not to worry, sir. Luckily, Ranger has a dual braking system, so it's...
Gregory.
Got to hand it to that paint finish, sir. Not everything could stand up to claws like those. Another thing about Ranger, sir, is the reasonable price. Sir, maybe a circus could sell you a vehicle more suited to your needs.
Ranger. Built to take, well, almost all tough South African conditions.
The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
The center of Johannesburg, 9:25 p.m. on the 8th of February. Car 17, with Sergeant Oberholzer as its driver and Constable Hendler as its crew, is leaving the City Hall area and proceeding east along Market Street.
What did you make of that lot, Sergeant?
There was some nonsense there somewhere. But I reckon it would have taken all night to sort it out. Those 3 in the leather jackets said that the other one was lying down in the road in front of their car. But I reckon there was more to it than that. Those 3 must have picked on the other one.
To rob him?
I don't think so. He probably said something to them, and those 3 wanted to clout him. I reckon he ran into the men's convenience there so he'd be safe. One tells one story and the other tells another.
So you decided to get him out of there, eh?
Well, if we just left the 4 of them together, it would have started up again the moment we left. He had money for a taxi, so it seemed the best thing to do. Put him in a taxi and send him home. He wasn't in any shape to cope.
It's Friday night again. Too much money about too much booze.
Yeah, that's it, my boy.
Control to car 17. Come in. Over.
17 to control. Receiving you. Over.
Have you dealt with that complaint from the City Hall? Over.
Yes, Control. Nothing serious. There was nothing happening when we arrived, and we got a very garbled account as to what had happened before we got there. The one was a bit under the weather, so the sergeant put him in a taxi, sent him home. Over.
Proceed now to the corner of Jeppe and Van Bullock Streets. A burglar alarm has gone off there. Investigate and report back. Over.
Message received and understood, Control. Proceeding there immediately. Over and out.
Let's hope it's not another drunk. That's all we've had tonight.
Yes, there's that guy on the scooter. The one we had to drag off the bus at the Southern Suburbs terminus.
All part of the business, eh?
The light's with you, Sergeant.
Can you see any place to park?
Yes, loading zone there, outside the hotel.
All right. I don't hear any alarm, do you?
Not a sound.
Now, I wonder if it's upstairs or down.
I didn't say.
Just ask him, will you?
Right. 17 to control. Come in. Over.
Receiving is 17. Over.
This is Jeppy Street complaint, the burglar alarm one. Is it upstairs or downstairs? Over.
Hang on a second. It doesn't say. It's a theatrical hire business. They lend costumes and things for shows. Over.
There's the one upstairs. Over and out.
Well?
Upstairs.
Let's see. Show Center Proprietary Limited. Theatrical costumes and equipment for hire.
Oh, where's the door?
Must be this one with the iron bars.
That's all padlocked. There's a chain and everything. Yeah.
No. Look at this. The chain is wrapped around to make it look as if it is locked.
Yes, and the padlock smashed.
Come.
Must only be a lot of junk up there. Uniforms, fancy dress outfits, feather sequins. What's the pitch?
I don't know. Better keep it quiet, hey? We don't want to broadcast our arrival. Got the torch?
Yes.
Right now. Keep against the wall on the right.
(9:43 p.m.) The sergeant and the constable mount the concrete steps stealthily. They pause once or twice to listen. They hear nothing. The light from the street, which had spilled into the passage leading to the steps, gives way to darkness. The constable switches on his torch. He directs its beam to light the way up the steps for the sergeant. When they reach the top of the steps, the sergeant stops.
This door's open. It looks as though it should be. Wait a minute. It's been forced.
What's that funny smell?
Smell?
You won't catch it. You smoke too much.
But what is it?
I don't know. It's a funny smell. I seem to associate it with the garden.
I shouldn't think there's a compost heap up here.
No. It's a pungent smell. What was that?
Listen. There's somebody in there. Somebody moving around.
Are we going in?
Of course. Got your gun?
Hang on a second.
Right. The moment we get in, try and find a light switch. Ready?
Okay, Sergeant.
Come.
All right. This is the police. I'd advise you to come quietly. We know you're in here.
Lights. I can't find the switch. Well, we'll have to rely on the torch, eh? Can you see anything?
No.
Oh, come on now. We don't want any foolishness. Come on out and you won't get hurt.
All right. We're going after them. Now, you stay there by the door, right?
Right, Sergeant.
Come on. Show yourself. If you're thinking you can get out of here, forget about it. What the devil just...
Sergeant! Sergeant! Stand or I'll fire!
And the spark of the fire shall leap up to heaven and present the Jones and his day.
Show yourself!
He maketh his angel spirits and his ministers of flaming fire.
Somebody struck a match. I got a target. You with the matches! Stand still or I'll shoot! Blasted, he's dropped the match.
And the purgatory fire, thou comest at last, and Christ receive thy soul.
He's setting fire to the place. And the sergeant's in there. I've got to get him out. Sergeant! Sergeant! Smell, now I know what it was. It was creosote. It must be spread all over the place. All these racks are closed and the place will go up in no time. I've got to get to the sergeant. Can't see whoever was laughing. He'll get away. Can't be helped, though.
Fire spreading like mad. Can hardly see. Seem to be down here where the sergeant went down and his torch went out. I can hear him. But I can't see. My eyes. The smoke. Here. Come on, Sergeant. We're going to get out of here. My head. Come, I'll help you. Oh. Here, lean on me. Did you see him? Just a glimpse in the light from the fire. Why didn't you shoot him? I couldn't see him for long enough. Come on, Sergeant. We're nearly there. If we make the door, we'll be okay.
10:55 p.m. The casualty section at the General Hospital. While a nasty gash is being stitched in Sergeant Oberholzer's scalp, Constable Hendler is being questioned by Lieutenant Dirk Lawaskachny of the CID.
How is it that you didn't shoot Sergeant Oberholzer's assailant?
Well, I didn't see him, sir. You see, the sergeant and I worked together. The sergeant went in with a torch, leaving me by the door. The door at the top of the steps, that is. Mm-hmm. I couldn't find the light switch, though, and anyway, the sergeant fell over a bucket, and then I heard a scuffle, sir. I called to the sergeant, but there was no reply. And then I heard this funny laughing.
Laughing?
Yes, sir. Sort of weird. Like the laughing you sometimes hear in horror films, sir.
I see. What did this man look like?
He looked sort of tall and thin, sir. Very high cheekbones and deep sunken eyes. He's bald and... Well, that's about all I can remember, sir. He was waving his arms about and he was shouting. It sounded like stuff from the Bible.
Oh, that's interesting. What sort of stuff?
He was going on about fire, sir. Something about ministers and a flaming fire. He didn't sound all there, sir. You know, sort of balmy. How's the sergeant, sir?
Oh, he's going to be all right. Apart from a nasty headache.
And the show center, sir?
Raised to the ground.
11:20 p.m. Lieutenant Lawaskachny returns to the scene of the fire. The premises are still smoldering, and firemen are busy rolling up hoses which are strewn in the streets like fat spaghetti. The lieutenant speaks to the fire chief.
Keep the crowd back there.
It's like Guy Fawkes, wasn't it?
Bad business. The place was tinder dry. All those clothes and things burned in no time. It was so hot that it melted the corrugated iron roof.
Working for firebug.
Is that so?
Started deliberately.
Yeah. Insurance deal?
The cash sale?
Yeah.
Possible. Don't sound like it, though, judging from what my men saw and heard. Where's the owner?
That's him over there. A little bloke with the glasses.
Oh, thanks. Good evening. Lieutenant Lawaskachny of the CID.
How do you do?
Your name is?
Bloom, David Bloom.
Bad business.
It was a wonderful business. Now look at it. Gone up in smoke.
Is the place insured, Mr. Bloom?
What's the matter? You think I'll eat it myself?
It was a thought which crossed my mind.
You think I'm stupid enough to set fire to my own livelihood?
He wouldn't be the first, Mr. Bloom.
Well, I'm telling you I didn't. It was a growing concern. Everybody all along the reef, they knew me. They came from far and wide to the show center. I had everything. Costumes, whole sets of costumes, makeup, lights, props, everything. Now look at it. Gone.
Mr. Bloom, are you insured?
Not a penny. Nothing. Once, I asked how much such insurance would be. They came, they looked at my premises, they said it was a risk. The premium they quoted me, it was too much. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got a son at university. My daughter's on an overseas trip. I'm ruined. 25 years' work gone up in smoke.
We've reason to believe that the fire was started deliberately, Mr. Bloom. Have you any idea who would want to do such a thing?
Lieutenant, I'm telling you, I got no enemies. Everybody knows me, David Bloom.
Have you had any, I don't know quite how to put this. Mr. Bloom, do you remember having anybody in your business lately who wasn't quite all there?
You mean a nutcase?
Yes.
Lieutenant, show business is full of nuts.
No. I mean somebody who was really around the bend.
I don't know. But then it's hard to tell, isn't it? I'm always saying to Zelda, I'm saying, you never know what you're sitting next to in a bus. You think somebody crazy did this?
Well, the evidence we have seems to point in that direction.
Listen, I'll tell you something. If you catch him, I want 5 minutes. That's all, 5 minutes alone with him in his cell.
Yes, I know how you feel.
A lifetime's work, all gone. You know something, Lieutenant? That stock of mine is irreplaceable. Where am I going to buy stuff like that again, huh? Lieutenant, Lieutenant, what you looking at?
Look what somebody's chalked on the wall there.
What? The wages of sin is death.
10:14 p.m., the 9th of February, a hotel in Bree Street. The bar is full. It's noisy, too. The occupants have had a successful afternoon at the races. Suddenly, in the doorway appears a wild figure. In one hand, he holds a Bible, and in the other, he holds aloft a bottle with a flaming wick of rag.
Drunkenness! Do you hear? Drunkenness is the root of all evil! Hey, petrol all over the bar! Hey, what's wrong?
11:36 p.m. Lieutenant Labuschagne has been called from his home to pursue his investigations of the fire raiser who has struck again. He interviews a man at the hospital who's being treated for third-degree burns.
Well, I think we were all stunned at first. We heard this voice and turned to look. He was standing in the doorway. His eyes were bulging, fit to pop. You know, they were thyroid eyes. He got a very thin face. He looked as though he hadn't shaved for a couple of days.
What color was his hair?
He hardly had any. Sort of ginger on the side over his ears.
Do you think you could give a detailed description to a police artist?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Well, I'd like to show you some photographs, too. Photographs from our files.
Sure. Anything to help catch this bloke, because obviously he's right round the bend. I mean, imagine throwing a bottle of petrol into a crowded bar.
Yes, not funny.
How many of us copped it?
Well, 5 like yourself, and the barman and a customer. Well, they got it around the eyes.
Crazy. Stark, raving crazy.
What did he say?
Well, I don't know for sure. It all happened so quickly. Something about the evils of drink.
Well, we'll go down to John Foster Square when you're ready. Lieutenant Labuschagne, Brigadier.
Good morning. Come and sit down. Well?
The fire raiser, sir?
What else?
Nothing to report, sir.
I see. And what am I going to say to that crowd of newspapermen out there?
I don't know, sir.
They're clamoring for a story. It's one of the biggest things I've ever had on the crime beat. What are we going to do?
I don't know, sir.
You've been up all night?
Yes, sir.
And the night before?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing?
I was out patrolling the central area in a car, sir.
Well, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time on Saturday night.
Yes, sir.
And nothing happened at all last night?
No, sir. But I'm not really surprised about that.
No? You expected the firebug to take a night off, did you?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Well, I should think he was in church, sir.
In church?
Yes, it was the Sabbath, sir. I should think that the chap we're seeking belongs to some denomination or other. He seems to know his Bible.
What other line of investigation have you been pursuing, Captain?
Well, I haven't been idle, sir. I've checked with all the mental institutions and sanatoriums in this area to see if they've recently discharged anyone answering to our query's description.
And?
Well, no discharges, sir, and no one escaped.
And our records?
Nothing, sir. This sort of thing is very unusual. And the number of people we have on our books associated with this sort of thing in the past is limited.
Go on.
Well, you must have seen yesterday's paper, sir. And again this morning.
You mean that artist's impression of the man?
Yes, sir.
I thought that was fast work. Very good.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now, what else?
Well, sir, with your permission, I would like to liaise with the staff on the cars, sir, and have more cars, vans, and motorbikes in the central area than usual tonight. The same goes for the men on the beat.
What do you have in mind, Lieutenant?
Well, sir, the 2 fires were both started after 9. The first one occurred on Friday night at about 9:30. Well, thereabouts anyway. And the one on Saturday night was after 10. And I think if he carries on with the same pattern of behavior, I think we can expect some more action after 9 o'clock.
What do you think his target will be?
Well, I've given that a lot of thought, sir. I think we should mount guards on all the theaters in town, sir. Cinemas, too.
You're tying this up with the attack on the show center?
Yes, sir.
Good thinking. Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Nightclubs, too.
Well, that's going to take a lot of men. But it might pay off all right. Now, what are you going to do today?
Well, I've got a team of detectives organized, sir, to call on every minister of every denomination in the Joburg area. They're all armed with copies of that artist impression. You might come up with something there.
Good. Carry on.
Thank you, sir.
Very interesting face. It's not a face that you'd forget easily. But I'm sorry to disappoint you, Captain. I have no one in my congregation who looks like that, even remotely.
Yes, he resembles one of the more zealous saints. Passionate man, I'd say. Can't quite think. I was going to say St. Sebastian, but on second thoughts, I'd plump for Judas Iscariot. I'm afraid I can't help you.
He has been in the wilderness for 40 days and nights. A very disturbed man, I'd say. If he had hair, he'd be able to take the part of a Mississippi gambler very well. No, he's not one of us.
I'm all over the place. Pitch a tent tonight, move on in the morning. I see hundreds of different people in the course of a week. Let me see. What? That's a man who spoke to me after a prayer meeting I held in Boksburg last Thursday.
Boksburg?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Positive. How could I forget a face like that?
You say he spoke to you. What did he say?
Well, he said he wanted to... Well, first of all, he said that he'd seen the light. He said that he wanted to do the will of God and help convert the heathen. He seemed to be in a state of fervor. I told him to take the word of God abroad and to help cast out sin and the devil.
I see. It didn't strike you that this man was unbalanced in any way?
No. He just seemed, how shall I put it, passionately committed.
You've no idea what his name was or where he lives?
No, I'm sorry.
9:38 p.m. Slinking along Market Street with a bottle tucked under his jacket comes a tall, thin man with a bald head and a cadaverous face. Outside a dance studio, he stops and takes out a Bible from his pocket. He riffles the pages, and finding what he's seeking, he turns and addresses the large plate glass window.
And God shall smite heathen, yea, even as they dance about their idols. And they shall be consumed in the fire that cleanses.
What are you from? What's he doing? Get the police. He's fighting the newspaper.
I shall call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, and thus shall I smite you in Versailles. Here cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
Where to now, sir?
Well, I think we'd better visit that nightclub in Van Villa Street.
Control to Lieutenant Lobaskachny. Control to Lieutenant Lobaskachny. Come in. Over.
Go ahead, Control. Over.
He's done it again, sir. Just had an urgent call from a motorcycle. He needs assistance. He's at a dance studio in Market Street, just before the corner of Van Villa. Over.
Well, that's just round the corner from where we are now. We can be there in a matter of seconds. Has it set fire to the place? Over.
Yes, sir. I don't know how nasty it is, though. Over.
We're already on our way. Over and out.
With a bit of luck, we'll get him this time, sir.
We'll need more than luck with this customer, Sergeant.
Hold tight, sir. There it is, sir.
The place is an inferno.
What are those people all doing in the pavement, sir?
Those must be the people who have been injured.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Just run east, sir. You said that's a go.
Well, why the devil didn't you get out with him?
I was, sir. I haven't wasted any time.
Right, let's go. We'll follow you.
Our man on the motorbike turned down Troy Street, sir.
Don't lose him, Sergeant, whatever you do.
I won't, sir. I've got a debt to settle.
There he is. The
be going slowly. Say he was waiting for us, sir.
He's gone straight down, sir. He appears to be heading for that big parking area down there.
Does he know he's being pursued?
I don't know, sir. He's just running like a devil, sir.
Right. You go round and head him off. Round by the Non-European Affairs Department.
Right, sir.
I wonder if he's armed.
Oh, we can't be sure, obviously, but I'd say that it was extremely unlikely.
He's as crazy as he appears to be, sir. He's going to take some subduing.
Yes, I think a little more assistance might be a good idea. Lieutenant Labuskakli Control. Come in. Over.
Receiving you, sir. Over.
We're at the southern end of Troy Street. Have you any more cars in this vicinity? Over.
Do, sir. Do you need assistance? Over.
Just to be on the safe side. We don't want him to give us the slip now that he's within our grasp. Over.
Very good, sir. Cars 2, 3, and 3-2, 23 and 32. Proceed immediately to the southern end of Troy Street. Over.
23 to control. Received and understood. Over and out.
3-2 to control. We're on our way. Over and out.
He's there, sir. Where? Right in the middle of that empty parking lot. Just mind your heads. I'm going up over this pavement. What's he doing? He's on his knees, sir. And with his hands clasped together. He seems to be praying. Yes, I'd say so, sir.
Slow down and stop. Keep in your headlights.
Right, sir. There's one of the other cars on the other side, sir. Yes. And there's the motorbike. There's another car drawing up behind it, sir.
All right. Let's go and get him.
Punish all wrongdoers as they stand before your throne on the last day of judgment. Send them into the fires of judgment.
Come on your feet. It's time for you to go with us.
Arrest all these.
You hear? You're under arrest.
Sinners who Arrest? Me? Under arrest? For prosecuting the laws of God?
Grab his arm, Sergeant.
I've got him. Come on.
And thus ended the firebug's short reign of terror. At a preparatory examination into a charge of arson, willful damage to property, and attempted murder, Leonard Yakovas Maria was found to be unfit to plead. Subsequently, he was ordered to be detained at the state president's pleasure.
Squad cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in squad cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case filed by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
Saturday, November the 10th, 3:20 p.m. On a sun-baked stretch of National Road between Margate and Port Shepstone on the Natal South Coast, two figures slouched dejectedly in the meagre shade of a tree. One of them wears a school blazer, the other has an open-necked shirt. No wind ruffles the trees. The air is moist and oppressive.
Gee, Dan, I feel like I'm sitting in a steam bath. Every time I move a finger, I can feel the sweat pouring off me.
So, what makes you think it's any different for me?
I didn't say it was, man. Don't lose your rag just because...
But shut up. Listen. There's a car coming.
Yeah, and from Margate, too. Well, man, I hope he stops and gives us a lift. We've been here for hours.
Come on, Pete. Show my old school tie. And get that thumb of yours moving.
Yeah, sure. Here he comes. There's just one bloke, no passengers. Come on, mister. Have a heart. We've got to get to Durban by tonight. Come on, slow down. Slow down.
Are you rubbish? You no good piece of rubbish.
Hey, take it easy, man.
You know what I'd do to that fat slob if I got my hands on him? I'd kill him, Pete. So help me, I'll kill him.
The two young men have been waiting for a lift now for over 2 hours. The younger of the two has taken off the school blazer, and he sits limply on a milestone, his hands drooping down between his knees, his head sagging. The second man paces restlessly at the side of the road, kicking at loose stones with a barely controlled fury.
2 hours. Can you believe it? More than 2 flaming hours we've been stuck here. Must have been 100 cars gone past us. Not one of them's even slowed down.
Oh, cool off, man, Dan.
Cool off! This bloody heat tells me to cool off. Oh, that's very funny, Pete. I'm going to die laughing.
Ach, man, you know what I mean. You're just making me even hotter that way. You're pacing around like that. Can't you pack it in for 5 minutes?
100 cars, eh? 100. And plenty of them with just a driver and no passengers. Do you think I'd stop and give a man a lift? Not them. Gee, it makes you sick. What have you taken that blazer off for?
Oh, you try wearing it for a while. See how you feel.
Me? I mean, ridiculous to take one look at me and see I wasn't a scoopy. But you're different, Pete. You've got a young-looking face.
Yeah, such a bright idea of yours anyway. Sure they stopped for a school kid, he says. A fat lot of use it's been.
So? Is it my fault there've been such a lot of crumbs driving along here? That blazer trick's always worked before now.
Yeah, well, I wish it'd start working now. I'm fed up to the teeth with hanging around here.
Well, welcome to the club, John. Welcome to the club.
Hey, here comes one now.
Quick, put the blazer back on. Look, move it. For Pete's sake, stop bungling around like an old woman. Come on.
Well, keep your wool on. There, that's it. Okay, now let's see what luck we've got.
Flashing that dazzling smile of yours, Pete. Give him a full personality treatment.
Come on, baby. Slow down, will you? Give us a break. Come on, come on.
Hey, he's stopping. Pete, he's slowing down.
Oh, bless you, mister. You're an angel in disguise, man.
Come on, grab the case, Pete. You up in front with him, I'll climb in the back.
Okay, sure. Oh, thanks, mister.
How far are you chaps going?
That's a Durban. Oh, but it doesn't matter. You can drop us off wherever you're heading for.
Well, you're in luck. I'm going all the way to Durban myself. Hop in.
Gee, well, we've been waiting for hours, mister. On a day like this, it's no joke, believe me.
Nobody gave you a lift in all this time?
Not a sausage. We were starting to think we'd be spending the night in that same place.
Well, better late than never, eh?
Oh, you can say that again. Gee, you've got no idea. Hey, Dan, what the heck are you doing?
Shut up, Pete.
Why? What's it?
Feel something cold at the back of your head, mister. It's not my finger, believe me.
Dan, what are you doing with that gun?
What's it look like, lame brain?
Just you listen
here. Well, mister, you listen. And listen carefully. Yeah, you want to end up with your head in one place. You just do exactly what I tell you. You got it?
What do you want of me?
Dan, please, put that gun away. This isn't funny.
Well, who said it was supposed to be funny?
Look, I haven't got very much money, but you can have it. You can have all of it.
No, isn't that nice of the man, Pete?
Dan, listen to me. Please listen to me. You don't know what you're doing. Put that gun away, please.
Oh, shut up, Pete. You're sounding like an old woman.
Listen, I'll give you anything you want. Just don't pull that trigger, please.
Start slowing up, mister. Pull over to the side of the road.
What are you going to do?
You'll see, mister. You'll see.
Saturday, November the 10th, 11:15 p.m. Central Police Station, Smith Street, Durban. Constable Benjamin Swimmer is on duty in the charge office. This particular Saturday night has been relatively quiet. A few arrests for drunkenness and disorderly conduct. One suspected prowler reported in a block of flats on the Esplanade. Constable Swimmer hears footsteps moving hesitantly onto the wooden floorboards of the charge office. He looks up.
Good evening. I don't know whether I've come to the right place or not.
What can we do for you, madam?
Well, it's about my brother. You see, he should have been home hours ago, and, well, he hasn't arrived.
What's your name, please?
Oh, Gordon. Gladys Gordon.
Gordon. Miss or Mrs.?
Miss, I'm not married.
And your address, please, Miss Gordon?
17 Ridgeview Drive, Berea.
Ridgeview Drive, Berea. And your brother's name?
Arthur Gordon.
Mm-hmm. And his address?
3 Freemason Road, Margate, on the south coast.
I see. And now you believe he's missing, is that it?
Well, I don't know. You see, he was coming up today. He drives up every Saturday and spends the weekend with me. He usually gets here sometime between 6 and 7, but not tonight. I thought perhaps he'd met with an accident and you people might know of it.
Well, it could have been something more simple than that, Miss Gordon. His car might have broken down.
Oh, no. Arthur would have telephoned me if anything like that had taken place. He's a very considerate man. That's why I thought it must have been something quite serious. Tell me, have you had any reports about accidents on the South Coast Road?
Well, yes, there have been a couple. What sort of car does your brother drive?
A little green Norton Saloon. It's about 2 years old.
Well, then, let's have a look at these reports. Excuse me. No. That was a truck and a tractor. Not this one either. Pedestrian, big American car. Not this one. No, 2 cars, a Brentwood and a Fleetway. So it doesn't look as though your brother's been in an accident, Miss Gordon. Do you know definitely whether or not he left Margate this afternoon?
Oh, yes, I telephoned his house and spoke to the maid. She said Arthur left at about 3:30.
Oh, well, that is strange then, isn't it? Could he have stopped off somewhere else first?
Well, he could have, I suppose. But there again, he would have let me know about it. He knows I get worried about him whenever he's late, and he wouldn't just leave me in the air like this.
You said whenever he's late. You mean this isn't the first time he's been late then?
Oh, Arthur's been late arriving once or twice, but never more than half an hour at the most. Certainly never 4 or 5 hours. I'm really very worried about him.
All right, Miss Gordon. Let's have a description of your brother, please. His age?
41.
Mm-hmm. Height?
Oh, Arthur's quite tall, about 6 foot, I think.
Weight? Is he thick-set, slender, average?
Quite sturdy, really. I should think he weighs perhaps 190 pounds.
Colour of hair?
Brown, balding at the back.
And colour of eyes?
Also brown.
You've no idea what clothes he might be wearing, huh?
Well, he always travels in the same clothes. At least every time he's arrived, he's been wearing the same outfit. Dark brown tweed jacket and green slacks, open neck, white shirt, and his brogues. He always wears brogues.
I see. Well, that's quite a lot for us to go on, Miss Gordon. We'll put out a missing person report on your brother and see what turns up, shall we?
Thank you. I should be most grateful. And should you hear of any further incidents...
Don't worry, Miss Gordon. Don't worry. We'll keep you informed.
Sunday, November the 11th, 6:42 a.m. In the charge office at the Scotborough police station, the duty sergeant is filling in his nightly report prior to handing over to the day shift. Up to that point, nothing eventful has taken place in the Scotborough area, but the pattern is about to be broken.
Scotborough Police, Sergeant Gates speaking.
This is David Adams. I'm speaking from my farm, a couple of miles out of town. Cool waters on the left-hand side of the main road going into Dublin. Do you know the place?
Oh, yes, Mr. Adams. I've seen your gate plenty of times. What can we do for you?
You'd better send somebody out here, old man. One of my boys found a car hidden in amongst the cane down next to the main road. I sent him back to keep an eye on it until you get there.
What kind of car is it, sir?
One of those little 4-door Nortons.
Anything special about it, Mr. Adams?
Well, just one thing, Sergeant. There's blood all over the front seat.
In a police car heading towards Scotborough are Constable Marcus and Captain Bernard Wilson of the Murder and Robbery Squad. Although it's still early, the sun is fierce and blinding, and all the car windows are open.
What was the name of the farm again, sir? Cool Waters. It's about 2 miles before we get to Scotborough. The entrance will be on the right.
No, I don't suppose there's any doubt that this is Arthur Gordon's car, sir?
No doubt at all. We checked on the registration number.
It doesn't sound too pleasant, sir. Not with that report of blood all over the place.
No, not pleasant at all. but no sign of Gordon himself. The Scottsboro boys have searched that entire area. But there are an awful lot of cane fields around there. The body could have been dumped almost anywhere.
You sound quite sure that there is a body, sir.
What do you think? A normally reliable man fails to arrive at his destination on time. The next morning, his car's found abandoned with bloodstains spattered all over the front seat. It doesn't take a genius to come to the right conclusion.
No, I suppose not, sir.
Control to car 37. Come in, 37. Over.
37 to control. This is Captain Wilson. Over.
I have a message for you from Brigadier Lombard, Captain. The Port Shepston police sent in a report less than 10 minutes ago. They found the body of an unidentified white man in a ditch just outside the town, sir. The report states that he was wearing green slacks and a brown sports jacket. Brigadier Lombard thinks it could well be Arthur Gordon.
The body of Arthur Gordon has been brought to Durban and lies in the government mortuary. Miss Gladys Gordon has identified the body as that of her brother, and she's now being treated for shock. In the office of Brigadier Lombard, Captain Wilson makes his report.
Gordon was shot at point-blank range in the back of the neck, sir. A .38 caliber bullet. We've no doubt the shooting took place where the body was found, and the car was then driven by the murderer to Scottsboro. The fuel tank was just about empty, and he probably didn't want to take a chance on stopping at a garage. In case the attendant noticed blood, I suppose, and remembered the driver.
Find anything useful at the scene of the crime?
Afraid not, sir. We searched for the empty cartridge case, but there was nothing doing. We thought it might have been ejected into the car, but there was no sign of it there either.
The original Shepston report said the man was unidentified. No papers or anything like that on him?
No, sir. No papers, no wallet, no wristwatch.
Should there have been a watch?
Yes, sir. I've spoken to Miss Gordon. She says she gave her brother a very expensive gold watch as a birthday present 2 years ago. Says he was in the habit of wearing it at all times. It seems pretty obvious that robbery was the motive. He even cleaned out whatever small change he had in his pockets.
Miss Gordon give you a description of the watch?
Yes, sir. A gold Renata, 17 jewels, with the dead man's initials engraved on the back, A.G. There won't be any trouble in identifying it, if it turns up anywhere.
Well, get a description circulated to jewelers and pawnbrokers in case the killer tries to sell it.
That's already been taken care of, sir.
Any theories about the killing, Captain?
Yes, sir. Miss Gordon told me her brother was in the habit of giving lifts to hitchhikers. If he had room in the car, he always stopped for them. It seems more than likely that Gordon gave a lift to 2 or more people, and he paid for it with his life.
Why 2 or more of them? Why not just one man?
Gordon was murdered in the car, and the shot was fired from the back seat. If there had only been one man, he'd have been sitting up front, sir.
Yes, I agree. So you're working on the hitchhiker angle, eh?
Yes, sir. I've given a story to the press. There should be a front-page splash tomorrow morning. They'll ask for anyone who saw any hitchhikers on that road at the time to get in touch with us. Oh, and also in the vicinity of Scottsboro yesterday evening. They might well have tried to thumb another lift after they dumped Gordon's car.
If they did, Captain, we might very well expect another murder.
As soon as the morning newspaper hits the streets, reports begin coming into police headquarters concerning hitchhikers on the South Coast Road the previous Saturday.
Two fellows standing thumbing a ride between Margate and Port Shepston. One was wearing a school blazer of some kind, but I don't remember what color it was, I'm afraid.
We've got a beach cottage about a mile before you get to Shepston. Gave a lift to a couple of chaps and picked them up in Margate. Dropped them at the turn-off to the cottage. My wife said she thought the fellow wearing the blazer looked a bit old for a school kid, actually.
My husband suggested stopping for them, but I made him drive on. I didn't like the looks of them one little bit. It seems that I was right. If we had done, we would be investigating our murders by now.
I was driving the firm's car, and we're not allowed to give lifts, you see. But I had a fairly good look at these two. One was fair-haired, about 5'8" or so. One was a good bit taller, probably somewhere around 6 feet. Black hair, slender built, maybe about 30, I suppose. Wearing an neck shirt. Oh, the younger one had on a school blazer. Northridge High School.
By noon, Captain Wilson has received more than 50 telephone calls concerning the two hitchhikers. Remarkably few of the callers are able to give positive descriptions of the two men, but those that do describe them agree on the main points of identity. One man was of average height with fair hair and wearing a Northridge High School blazer. 3 different callers make the same remark, that he seemed to be older than a schoolboy. The second man is described as tall, slender, with a thick mop of black hair. Captain Wilson reports back to Brigadier Lombard.
We're making progress, sir. I've been in touch with the headmaster of Northridge, and he's going to let me have a list of all past pupils of the school answering to the younger man's description. All those that have left the school in the past 5 years, that is.
Why 5 years?
Well, sir, most scholars don't hang on to their school blazers. They invariably pass them on to the servants or hand them down to younger brothers. But those that do wouldn't be likely to keep them for, well, not much longer than 5 years.
I see. You don't think it could have been a lad who's still at school, do you?
Definitely not, sir. 3 people I spoke to this morning made the same remark without any prompting from me, that the man looked older than a schoolboy. I think he wore the blazer to better his chances of getting a lift. Quite a few people who wouldn't normally stop for a hitchhiker might stop for a school kid.
Quite so. But you'll have quite a list to check through, Captain. There must be hundreds of boys who left school in that time.
But not all that many answering to this man's description, sir. It'll be narrowed down quite a lot.
Yes, quite probably. And apart from that man with the beach cottage, nobody else gave those two a lift?
No, sir. But there was a car stolen in Scotborough on Saturday night, recovered in Essenwood Road here in Durban on Sunday. I think that's how these two made their way back to town.
Professional job on the car?
No, sir. Very clumsy. They smashed in the small front window and made quite a mess of the car's wiring before they sorted out the ignition wires.
I see. Anything else? You any ideas about these men?
Well, sir, I think they've probably been on holiday down in Margate. Maybe just a few days. Anyway, I've asked the Margate police to help us out on this. Make a check of all the hotels and rented rooms down there. See if any of the guests answer the description of the men we're after. They might come up with something.
And in the meantime, you'll start checking the list that you get from the headmaster, eh?
Yes, sir. I'll get on to that right away.
The list proves more lengthy than Captain Wilson had anticipated. 31 names to check, and the knowledge that there'll surely be more than one address per person to check out before finding the men concerned. Most of the men on the list have moved away from their homes. Some have married and started families of their own. Captain Wilson starts at the top and methodically tracks down name after name. Tuesday, November the 13th, 6:29 p.m. In patrol car number 37, Captain Wilson sighs as he crosses off another name on a sheet of paper.
No, I spoke to the lad's mother. He's been overseas on a study tour for the past 2 years, so that lets him out. Well, 18 down, 13 to go.
Where to now, sir?
So look. 39 South Ridge Road, Michael Stewart. Left school 3 years ago. And keep your fingers crossed.
Yes, sir.
Control to car 37. Come in, 37. Over.
This is 37 Control. Captain Wilson here, over.
Stand by, Captain. Brigadier Lombard wants to talk to you. I'm connecting you on 3-way pickup.
Brigadier Lombard.
Control, sir. I'm connecting you with Captain Wilson. You connected with the car now, sir.
Thank you, Control. Captain Wilson, do you receive me? Over.
Receive you loud and clear, sir. Over.
I've just had a call from the Margate station. Looks like they turned up something good for you. There's a boarding house called the Dune Side down there. They had 2 men staying there for a week, left on Saturday. They answer the description of your hitchhikers. Take down these names.
All right, sir.
Daniel van Blerk, Peter Steen. See if you've got any names like that on your list. Over.
Van Blerk. No, I don't think so. Steen. Peter. He's down here, all right, sir. We're heading for his address right away.
The address on Captain Wilson's list proves to be that of Peter Steen's parents. Mr. Steen Sr. tells Captain Wilson that his son lives in a block of flats on the beachfront and that he has just returned from a holiday in Margate. He informs the captain further that his son has been keeping company with a man of whom the parents disapprove strongly. A man of about 6 foot with black hair and slender build. Name, Daniel van Blerk. Captain Wilson and Constable Marcus head at once for the beachfront address.
better stand to one side, Constable, just in case. If these are the men we want, they'll be armed.
Right, sir. He's taking his time answering, sir. Maybe he's not at home.
Then we'll wait. I hear someone coming now.
Yes? What is it?
Mr. Peter Stein?
Yes? Yes, that's right.
Captain Wilson, police. May I come in?
Well, I don't... I mean, it's not very convenient.
You've got someone with you?
Yeah, that's right.
It wouldn't be Mr. Van Black, would it?
Hey, how did...
We'd like to talk to him, too, Mr. Stein. I think you'd better let us in.
All right. But I don't know what this is all about.
We haven't told you yet. Thank you.
Well, police. What have you been up to, Pete?
They want to talk to us, Dan, but both of us.
Well, isn't that cozier? I suppose you've got some sort of identification, have you?
I'm Captain Wilson. Here's my certificate of appointment.
Oh, very pretty. So, what can we do for you?
I think you know why we're here, Mr. Van Black.
Suddenly, I'm psychic.
I believe I've seen your face before, Van Black. In our files. Armed robbery, wasn't it? And assault with intent.
So I've got a record. A big deal.
How old are you, Mr. Stein?
I'm 20. Look, what's this?
Did you think this was glamorous, being friends with a crook like Van Black here?
You ought to have known how it would end up, Stein. Now you're in trouble. Big trouble.
Dan, but
shut up. Keep your mouth shut, you fool. You don't have to say anything to them. That's the law.
Where's the watch, Stein?
The watch?
So it is in this room. You're not a very good actor. Your eyes flickered over in that direction, the wardrobe, eh?
I don't know what... Dan, they know. They know all about it.
Bloody fool, you fool.
Watch out, sir. He's gone.
Oh, no, you don't. You drop it, Van Black. Drop it. I'll get you.
No, you won't.
Good work, Constable. Nice punch.
He won't be giving us any more trouble, sir.
He did it. He shot him. I begged him not to, but he just shot him.
You can tell us all about it at the station, Mr. Stein. You can tell us all about it.
Hurry to the General Motors Parade of Values, the greatest show on worth at your GM dealer now. Cash in and get a special deal on a brand new 1969 Ranger, Viva, Opel Record, or Cadet. Now, while the going's good, before they're all snapped up. So hurry to General Motors Parade of Values. It's the greatest show on worth.
Peter Stein made a full confession and surrendered the wristwatch stolen from the murdered man. Daniel Van Black made a countercharge, stating that Stein had been the killer. At their trial, the judge disbelieved Van Black's story and accepted the facts according to Stein's confession. In his summing up, he said that the only point which had not been proved was intention to kill. He therefore gave them the benefit of this slender doubt and sentenced both men to life imprisonment.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.
does. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved. Johannesburg, March the 4th, 10:23 p.m. The corner of Holly and Fox Streets. A man is walking south. Thrown by the streetlights, his long shadow bounces and weaves along the pavement before him. His gait is unsteady. His senses are blurred so that he does not hear the soft footsteps behind him. Indeed, he is not aware that he is not alone until the other man is close beside him.
Hey, hang on a sec, man.
Huh?
You got a match?
The match? Oh, yeah. I've got one here somewhere. Matches. Wait a minute. Oh, here we are. Matches, yeah.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
That's okay, man.
Didn't I see you just now?
Where?
In the bar there, in the Empire.
Oh, yes, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, you were through in the private bar. I could see you from the other bar. You were having a good time, eh?
Yeah, I enjoyed the drink and a good story. Had a lot of laughs tonight. It's terrific.
You looked as though you was buying drinks for Africa.
They're good boys. Friends of mine.
Well, I hope you didn't let them take advantage of you.
Never, man, never.
Hadn't seen you in the Empire Bar before.
No, I live in Boxburg. I'm on the mines there. Day off today. Come into town to see about some glasses. I ran into this boat of mine and we decided to have a few drinks. He said we should go to the Empire. Said they have a nice crowd there.
Ooh, yeah, very lively.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll be getting along then.
Just hang on a sec, eh?
Yeah?
I'm a bit down on my luck, you know. I was wondering if you could take me to a meal.
Now, listen, man, if you're down on your luck, no right to be drinking in the Empire.
What do you mean?
Well, you must have had money to buy drinks.
Right enough for a sherry.
You don't look that type to me. Clothes too good.
Now you got plenty of money.
How do you know?
Oh, I saw you with it. A wallet full.
Listen, friend, there's hard-earned money. Money I worked for. You look fit and healthy to me, capable of doing job work.
Come on, man, just a couple of rand, eh?
Not a chance. Leave me alone. Go and bother somebody else.
Just a couple of rand.
Hey, take your hand off my jacket.
Or else what?
Well, I may have had one over the ape, but I can handle myself all right.
Give me that wallet.
Well, I won't tell you again. Take your hand off my jacket.
Shut up. Hey, I want that wallet.
Oh,
shut up.
Help me, somebody.
I said shut up.
Help.
Shut.
Oh, don't hit me.
I'll hit you, man. I'll kill you, man, eh?
I got a wife and kids. I wasn't bothering you.
Shut up.
Oh, no, man. Leave me alone.
Flashing your money around. Get cheeky with me. I'll stomp you right into the ground.
Please leave me alone, man. Oh, kick me, man.
Kick you, man. I'll kill you. Yeah. Swine. Thought he was better than me, eh? Swine. Yeah, he's gonna wake up and find his wallet gone. Nice fat wallet it is, too, eh? Yeah, not a bad watch either. All right, my friend. We'll have that also. Here we are. My friend, I'd leave you money for some aspirins, but I've got no small change.
11:05 p.m. John Powley, a newspaperman, having discovered the body of the miner in the gutter while on his way from the Empire Bar to his newspaper office, and having phoned the flying squad, waits with a group of men at the scene of the murder for the arrival of a squad car.
Control to car 23. Come in, car 23.
Car 23 to control, receiving you. Over.
Proceed to the corner of Polly and Fox Streets, where the discovery of a body has been reported. Investigate and report your findings. Over.
We're en route for the position you indicate. Message received and understood. Over and out.
Good evening, Constable.
Good evening. Where's the body?
Under the blanket there.
Have you got the torch, Johnny?
Yeah.
Let's have it. Come on, you people must stand back. Well back. Come on. Come on. Well back. Here's the torch. Thanks. Just pull the blanket back a bit, will you?
Yeah.
That's it. Gee. What happened to him?
Well, that's easy. He was kicked in the head.
Terrible, eh?
Terrible.
Come on, you people. The show's over. Move along now, please.
Come on, Johnny. You'd better report into control. It'll mean another late-night call for Lieutenant Labuskachny of the Murder Squad, Brixton.
March the 5th, 12:10 a.m. The morbid crowd of sightseers has resisted the efforts of Constables Faree and Williamson to disperse it. They are still there when Lieutenant Labuskachny arrives. And, of course, his arrival gives the crowd more material for discussion.
Come along now. Will you move along, please? Move along now. Please, no crowds. There's nothing to see. It's time you went home. Will you move along there, please?
Good evening, Constable.
Good evening, sir.
These are the sort of people who used to attend public executions.
Yes, sir. We've tried everything. They just won't go away.
Who's your partner?
Constable Williamson, sir.
Well, get him to keep those people away. To give me some room in which to work.
Did you catch that, Johnny?
Yeah. Move along.
And you, Constable, you can hold the torch for me.
Right, sir.
Let's see. He's in a bad shape, eh?
Yes, sir.
Well, we won't have to rely on the district surgeon's report to establish the cause of death.
No, sir.
I've seen men who've been kicked in the head before, but I've never seen one like this. This indentation here is in the shape of a heel. He's been stamped on very hard, right in the middle of the forehead. Poor devil. Oh, we better have a look through his pockets. Pipe smoker. Pipe. Pouch. Matches. Another pocket. Nothing. Pocket fluff. Trouser pockets. Car keys. Pen knife. Handkerchief. With the initial E. Now we're getting somewhere, Constable.
Yes, sir.
Inside. Jacket pocket. This is better. A letter addressed to Mr. E. Nagel, 70 Westlake Terrace, Boxburg. There's E on the handkerchief. E on the envelope. Oh, the odds are less than 5 to 1 that the deceased is E. Nagel. No. Let's have a look and see what the letter says. It's a letter from an optician in Jeppy Street telling Mr. Nagel that his appointment is for 3:15 p.m. on March the 4th. Well, that was yesterday. We won't have any trouble identifying this one. There's more than enough to go on. I wonder what time it happened. Oh, well, district surgeon will be able to answer that one. Now, if he lives in Boxburg and had an appointment in Johannesburg here at 3:15, must have been having his eyes tested. And that would take, well, let's say half an hour to 3/4 of an hour. Now, where was he from about 4 o'clock until this happened? Can you smell liquor on him, Constable?
Yes, sir.
A lot or a bit?
There's a faint smell of liquor.
He was probably in the Empire. And he must have been walking down this way, around about closing down. Now, why would he be coming down here? Of course, his car. Constable?
Yes, sir.
So let's go down the road a bit and see if you can find a car with a Boxburg registration number. These keys should fit it when you find it.
Right, sir.
And you, Constable?
Yes, sir.
Is there a watch on him?
No, sir.
Let's have a look at that left wrist. He was wearing one. See the mark?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, we'll wait to hear what the district surgeon has to say before we make a start.
Boxburg, 5:30 a.m. Having called at number 17 Westlake Terrace and spoken to Mrs. Elsie Nagel, informing her of her husband's death, and having waited until she was able to answer some questions, Lieutenant Labuskachny says...
You feel better, Mrs. Nagel?
Yes.
Did your husband go up to Johannesburg by himself?
Yes.
Is your husband a drinking man?
Well, he likes a beer and a spot now and again.
Not an habitual drinker?
No.
Did he frequent bars?
No.
Mrs. Nagel, I take it your husband went to Joburg to see about his glasses.
Yes, that's right.
Was he going to have his eyes tested?
No, he went to collect a pair. 2 pairs, as a matter of fact.
That's funny.
What?
Well, we haven't found any glasses.
Well, that's what he went to town for. That's why he took the money with him.
How much money?
A lot. Well, it was a lot for us. It was 70 rand.
Well, we didn't find that either.
We didn't know how much they'd be. I told them to be sure and take enough.
I see. Was this money loose in his pockets?
No. Ted was always very careful with his money. He puts it in his wallet.
His wallet, so another thing we didn't find. Did he phone you at all yesterday?
No. No, we haven't got a phone.
Oh.
Why?
No, I was wondering whether he'd met anybody, somebody he knew, and gone off for a bite to eat and a drink with him.
I don't know.
Mrs. Nagel, why did your husband take money with him for the glasses? I mean, why didn't he wait to get an account?
Oh, Etienne was funny about things like that. He liked to pay his way. He paid cash for everything. If he couldn't afford it, he didn't have it. He didn't like accounts.
I see. This wallet, what did it look like?
Well, I could draw it for you if you like, if that would help.
Well, it would help a great deal.
I've got some paper here somewhere.
No, well, we can do that presently, Mrs. Nagel. About your husband's watch.
Yes?
What sort of watch was it?
Well, it was nothing very fancy. We couldn't afford a lot.
How much did you pay for it?
About 28 rand, I think.
What sort was it? Do you remember?
Yes, it was a Delta. It looked like gold, but I don't suppose it was.
Where did you buy it?
We got it in Joburg. It was about 3 years ago. Shop in Commissioner Street.
Right. Thank you, Mrs. Nagel. You've given me a lot of very valuable information.
Johannesburg Police Headquarters, 8:53 a.m. Lieutenant Labuschagne is conferring with Major Monroe of the murder squad, Brixton.
As far as can be ascertained, the only things he was robbed of were his watch and wallet.
What about the glasses?
No, I've cleared that mystery up. That was my last call to the opticians. I was waiting for him when he opened shop. Nagel didn't collect the glasses. He went for them all right, but they weren't ready. There had been a mix-up. So Nagel must have had a wallet full of money, sir.
You haven't wasted any time. Yeah, what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm going from here to that jeweler in Commissioner Street, the one who supplied the watch.
Good. And then?
Well, I wonder if you could arrange something for me while I'm doing that, sir.
What do you want?
Well, I'd like a team of men to search that area from, say, Kirk Street to Marshall, between Troy and Moy Streets. I want the wallet, sir. Well, I'll go and join the search myself after I've got what I want from the jeweler.
9:36 a.m. Lieutenant Labuschagne is driven across Johannesburg to the teeming thoroughfare that is Commissioner Street. He goes into the jeweler's, which was indicated to him during his interview with the deceased widow, and he introduces himself to the proprietor, Mr. Israel Hyman.
Lieutenant Labuschagne, Murder Squad, Brixton.
How do you do? What can I do for you? No trouble, I hope?
No, not for you, Mr. Hyman. It's about a watch you sold to a customer.
Yes?
It was 3 years ago. Have you got records?
Records, of course. What sort of watch was it?
A Delta.
A Delta, yeah. To whom was it sold?
Mr. Nagel. Etienne Nagel. Knoxburg address.
Nagel, let's have a look. Now, where are my glasses?
They're up on your forehead, Mr. Hyman.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. Now, that's better. Now, Delta book. Here we are. The name again, what you said it was?
Nagel. N-A-G-E-L.
Nagel. Let me see. 3 years ago, was it?
No, about that, yeah. I'm not sure of the date.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. E. Nagel, number 17, Westlake Terrace, Boksburg. Is that it?
That's the one.
Yeah, what do you want now? The serial number?
Please.
Yeah, you got maybe something to write it on?
Yes.
Good, all right. Okay, here it is. SDE 1678/621/30/2.
Sure, got it. Thanks very much.
Yeah, somebody lost something, maybe?
Yes.
Lost your watch, huh?
He lost more than that, Mr. Hammond.
10:03 a.m. Having travelled via Main Street, Lieutenant Lobbers-Cockney joins Warrant Officer Brodrake and his team of men on a parking site at the corner of Polly and Fox Streets.
Well, how are you getting on?
Still looking, sir.
Where's your car?
Over there, sir.
Right. I just want to talk to radio headquarters. I'll join you just now. Control. This is Lieutenant Lobbers-Cockney, Murder Squad Brixton. Over.
Receiving you, sir. Go ahead, please. Over.
I have a serial number of a watch here. I want you to take it down. Over.
Ready when you are, sir.
SDE 1678/621/30/2. It's a Delta, gold color. That number and description is to be circulated to all stations throughout the Republic. If anybody comes across it, the wearer of the watch is to be detained in connection with the Johannesburg murder. We got all that? Over.
Message received and understood, sir.
Right. Over and out. So, where have you looked so far?
We've been through every square yard from Kirk Street south. We've been in passages and backyards everywhere. The men have been very thorough.
Good. Well, the murder was committed over there, outside the bank. It was late. It was dark. And having thumped his victim, the attacker would be in a hurry. He'd tear off the watch and fish the wallet out quickly. The watch he'd stuff into his pocket. Now, what would he do with the wallet?
I don't know, sir.
It's 10 to 1 he'd open it to see if the money was inside. That's if he knew there was money in the wallet. As it happens, there was. The attacker would see the money, and I don't think he'd be able to resist taking it out. Would he put it back again?
I don't think so, sir.
Neither do I. He'd put the money in his pocket. Probably his right-hand hip pocket. Then, what did he do with the wallet?
Keep it.
Would you?
It would depend on what it looked like.
Wouldn't you be afraid that you'd have a hard time explaining where it came from to your friends and family, I mean?
Well, I might. But then why would I keep the watch?
Well, a watch is negotiable. You could sell a watch or explain its presence by saying that you bought it second-hand. You can't sell a wallet.
Not without causing raised eyebrows.
So what do you do with it?
Well, you throw it away.
As quickly as possible.
Where?
Somewhere out of sight. Somewhere you think you'll never be seen again. And if you're standing over there... Mr. Broadlake?
Sir?
I want that manhole in the street taken up.
The manhole? It would take 2 men to lift that. The murderer couldn't have done it on his own.
Quite right. But that must be the way into the stormwater drain. The water would flow in from the gutter on the corner there. And that's where I would have found the wallet. Now, let's have a look.
10:52 a.m. Having sent for keys with which to lift the heavy manhole cover, Lieutenant Lobbers-Cockney, armed with a torch, descends into the stormwater drain. He is followed by Warrant Officer Brodrake.
Mind my fingers, Mr. Brodrake.
Sorry, sir.
And mind your head when you reach the bottom.
Right, sir.
You can't stand up straight.
Hope there isn't a storm over down here, sir.
That's a happy thought, I must say.
Which way do we go?
Shine your torch. Along there. It's not far. Come on. Give me the torch. Thanks. Now, hang on. Now, the water comes in up there. See?
Yes, sir. And there's the wallet.
What did I tell you? Good. The murderer's a fool.
They all are, sir. But why do you say that?
The wallet's shut. There's a snap fastener to it, see? Made of metal.
Fingerprints, sir?
Bound to be. If he's right-handed, we'll find the print of his right index finger.
Let's hope so, sir.
Then all we have to find is the chap to whom it belongs.
March the 6th, 10:47 a.m. Lieutenant Lobbers-Cockney is called to the office of Major Monroe.
Now, fingerprint report from the Criminal Bureau of Pretoria.
Haven't wasted any time, sir.
No. I asked them if they could give it priority. Here's the print they found.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Couldn't be more distinctive, could it?
No, sir. This double loop is a dead giveaway. Plus this little scar.
Yeah, they've checked the records there. Nothing.
Oh. I thought we were doing too well.
Well, what have you been after?
Well, we're still in the process of checking on everybody who was in the Empire Bar last night, sir. Long job. Back-breaking routine.
Never mind. It's got to be done.
I've got 6 men working on it, sir.
Well, I'll let you know if anything comes up.
Thank you, sir.
Natal, March the 10th, 4:23 p.m. A man is brought to the charge office by 2 police constables.
Stand over there.
Yeah, what's this one man up to?
Dagga Sergeant. Picked him up on the farm road the other side of Kudu's Kraal. We spotted that he had an out-of-town registration number, Transvaal, Krugersdorp. We would have asked him what he was doing there as a matter of routine, that's all. But as we drove up to him, he rolled off. So naturally, after we caught him, we wanted to have a look in the boot. 45 pounds of dagga.
All right. You can have a little rest now, you know. In the cells. Give me all your valuables.
What for?
Regulations. You'll get them back later. We put them all in an envelope and you sign for them. Later, when you get them back.
Okay.
Now, let's see. Money. £4 27 cents. What's this? Pocket knife. Just short of being an offensive weapon, eh? A pen. Right, give me your watch.
What for?
Do as you're told, you know. That's it. One watch, Delta, serial number. Just open the back of this watch, will you, Constable?
Right, Sergeant. There you are.
Read out the number, will you?
SDE 1678 stroke 621 stroke 30 stroke 2.
Right. Anything else?
No.
Silly boy, eh?
Johannesburg, March the 11th, 10:42 a.m. The phone on Lieutenant Labuschaghni's desk rings.
Lieutenant Labuschaghni.
Major Monroe here.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I got what looks like a break for you. A report from Freyheit about that watch in the Nachel case.
Yes, sir.
The Dachau runner picked up on a farm road.
Is he our man?
I don't know. I've only just received the information. You better get down there.
Right, sir. I'm on my way. You say you don't know the Empire Bar?
Oh, I know it, but don't go down there.
All right, that's the thumb. Ink your index finger on the pad there. That's it. Now, let's have it on the card. No, I'll press it. That's it. Now, where's my magnifying glass? Oh, here we are. What are you laughing at?
I was laughing.
You better not. Stand up straight. Now then, let's have a look here.
Any luck, sir?
No. This print has a tented arch. I'm looking for one with a double loop and a little scar. You're a very lucky boy. You were in danger of being booked for murder.
Murder?
Where did you get this watch?
I bought it.
Yeah? From whom?
A pal of mine.
Uh-huh. And where do I find him?
Well, you mustn't tell him I told you.
What's his name? Where does he live?
He'll stick me out properly if he knows I shot him.
Come on, man. Stop wasting my time. What's his name?
His name's Donnelly. Lives in Boysons, somewhere in Nelson Street.
Nelson Street. Didn't you ask him where he got it from?
Yes.
Yes, and what did he say?
He said he won it in a raffle.
March the 12th, 6:30 a.m. Lieutenant Labuschaghni is knocking on the door of a house in Nelson Street, Boysons, the house in which he has ascertained Donnelly lives.
Police. Is your name Donnelly?
That's right.
Cyril Donnelly?
Yeah? What do you want?
Have you ever seen this watch before?
No.
It's never belonged to you?
No. Here's my watch, the one I'm wearing. What's this all about anyway?
Hold up your right hand.
What for?
Because I'm telling you to. Don't mess me about. Because I've got a warrant. Hold up your hand and hold it still.
What are you looking at my finger for?
You've got a little scar on your forefinger here.
Oh, yeah. I got it chipped by a radiator fan once. So what about it?
When you stomped Etienne Nagel to death on the night of March the 4th, you might just as well have left a note with your signature on it. Come on, get dressed. You're coming with me.
house in Nelson Street, Lieutenant Cockney found a pair of shoes. The heel of the right shoe fitted exactly into the indentation on Etienne Narchel's forehead. More evidence which led to a trial in the Supreme Court. Ultimately, Cyril Donnelly was convicted and sentenced to be hanged. The punishment was carried out at Pretoria Central Prison. They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting. In fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence, these men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of Squad Cars.
Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
Johannesburg, April the 15th, 5:30 p.m. Roads in and around the city are jammed with people on their way home or heading out of town for the Easter weekend. In car 44, Sergeant Bob Phibius and Constable Harry Jackson are slowly making their way down Jan Smuts Avenue past the university.
You know, at this rate, Sergeant, we're going to spend the Easter weekend sitting here.
Don't worry, Constable. As soon as the rush hour's over, we'll be able to move around a lot easier.
Yeah, then it'll just be the holiday crowd to worry about.
What's the matter, Constable, eh? You're surely not upset at spending a weekend on duty?
Of course not, Sarge. I had a long weekend off once.
Good. No problems then. Turn left onto the M1. We'll go to Glenove Road.
Right you are, Sarge.
Control to all cars. Control to all cars. Here's another vehicle for your stolen list. Green Princeton CJ 403-246 from the vicinity of High Road.
I'll just jot that down. Get a move on, Constable. We're pointing in the right direction. Cruise around, see what luck is. Traffic's easing, so speed it up a bit.
You don't really think we'll pick up that car, do you, Sarge?
You never can tell. Might have been taken by a bunch of kids out for a joyride. They're dumb enough to steal a car in the first place. They might just be dumb enough to keep in the same vicinity.
Well, here's hoping.
What's the matter, Jackson? Are you looking for some excitement?
Well, if we're going to have to sit in the car...
What? Hey, hold it.
What?
Stop the car, man. Pull over to the side.
What's the matter, Sergeant?
I sworn I saw a child walking along the motorway.
I didn't see anything.
No, not here. On the other side of the road, under that bridge. Back up there.
Yes, you're right. It looks like a little girl.
Stay here, Constable. I'm going to get her. Better hurry, or she'll get herself killed.
Keeping an eye on the approaching traffic, Sergeant Bob Phibius sprints across the M1 and leaps over the barrier that divides the north-south roads. He sees the little girl about 100 meters ahead, calmly walking along the busy motorway.
Just give her a fright. She may just run in front of a car. I'll get onto the grass. She won't hear me coming. Almost there. Slowly now. Hello?
Hola.
What are you doing here? It's very dangerous. There's lots of cars.
Are you a traffic cop?
No, I'm a policeman. Come on. Let's walk back to the car and you can tell me where you live. And also what you're doing here. Now, what's your name?
Barbara.
Huh? How old are you, Barbara?
I'm 6.
6? Hey, that's the same age as my little boy. His name's Andrew. Now tell me, Barbara, what's your surname?
I can't remember.
Well, you just think about it. We'll talk about something else. For a start, where do you live?
I'm not sure.
Huh? You've been walking for a long time?
Yes.
I see. What direction did you come from? I mean, have you been walking down this road? You haven't crossed over, have you? Walked in the other direction?
No, I only walked this way to town.
Good. Well, that should be some help. Well, at least we know you live in the northern parts. Now, Barbara, when we get to our car, can you show us where you walked on the motorway?
What do you mean?
Well, the road onto the motorway, the one you came down on.
I think so. I try very hard.
That's a good girl. Now, there's my car, you see, on the other side of the road. Now, we have to cross over very carefully. Tell me, Barbara, what do you do when you cross the road, eh?
Look to see if there are any cars coming.
That's right. Okay, we can cross over here. Come on, now, take my hand. Now then, Barbara, I'll lift you over the barrier. There we are.
Everything all right, Sergeant?
Yes. Come on, Barbara. Jump in the front seat with us. That's it. Well, now, Constable, this is Barbara.
Hello, Barbara.
Sir, where you can take me?
As soon as we know where you live, we'll take you home. Now, can you remember what your surname is, eh?
I've been trying hard, but I can't remember.
All right, Barbara. You just keep on trying. Constable, I'll let Control know what the position is, and then we'll cruise around and see if our young friend here can recognize any streets. And with a bit of luck, we'll be able to find a house.
That's it.
Car 44 to Control. Car 44 to Control. Come in, Control. Over.
Receiving you 4-4. Over.
Picked up a little girl, age 6, on the M1. Appears to be lost. Any reports on a missing girl with brown hair, brown eyes, wearing denim jeans and yellow top? Named Barbara. She doesn't know her address. Over.
We'll check on that 4-4. Over.
Meantime, I'll cruise the vicinity. Over and out. Right now, Barbara. You just show us how you got onto the highway. We'll start looking. Let's go, Constable.
As car 44 moves northwards on the M1, the little girl indicates to the two policemen that she entered the motorway from the 11th Avenue on-ramp. Turning right, they head off the freeway in the direction of Norwood.
What now, sir?
It rather depends on Barbara. Do you recognize any of the streets around here? Do you know them?
Yes.
Good girl. Now, could you tell us which way it is to your house?
I think
Eh?
down the street.
You heard the lady, Constable.
Yes, Sergeant. A right turn it'll be. Now, which way now, Barbara? Do you want us to go down on this road?
Yes, please. Go that way.
Sorry about that, Sarge. Our passenger didn't give me much warning.
Right, Constable. Is this the area? Do you know where we are?
I think so. If you go down there.
Stop the car, Constable.
What's the matter, Sergeant?
Now, if we continue this way, we'll have done a complete circle.
Control to car 4-4. Come in 4-4. Over.
Let's hope it's some news about our friend here. 4-4 to Control. Receiving you, Control. Over.
No news on a missing child answering to your description. Have you managed to find the child's home? Over.
No luck yet, Control. We'll keep trying for a short while. Over and out. Okay, Constable. Start up. We'll head towards Grant Avenue. Perhaps Barbara's been there shopping with her mother, and if she has, she might be able to work out a way home from there. Now, Barbara, we're going to take you up Grant Avenue. Have you been there before?
Yes.
Good.
We always buy milk from the dairy on the corner.
Hey, looks like we're getting somewhere.
I hope so, Jackson. It's getting a bit late for the kid to be out. She'll start getting hungry soon.
We can always take it to the roadhouse in Willowbooth, haven't we?
It's not quite the point, Constable.
No, Sarge. Are you hungry, Barbara?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. See, Sarge?
All right. Don't you two start ganging up on me.
Whilst car 44 is slowly moving north along Grant Avenue, another car passes them in the opposite direction, heading towards the Norwood police station. The driver is Mr. Douglas Reed, Barbara's father. He turns left into 9th Street and down towards the police station, where Constable Darnay Hubert is on duty.
Oh, look, you've got to help me.
What's the problem, sir?
My daughter, she's missing. Little Barbara, she's only 6.
What's your name and address, please, sir?
Oh, yes. Douglas Reed, 7 Orchards Road.
Orchards. When you noticed she was missing, sir?
Well, about an hour ago.
Well, are you quite sure she isn't one of her friends?
I'm quite sure. I've checked with them all. You see, our street's a cul-de-sac, and she never leaves the immediate area. Searched our garden, been to all the houses she might be at. She's not anywhere.
Well, do you have any family or friends close by? She might have decided to go and visit them.
No, the only possibility was friends of ours in Henrietta Road in Norwood, but I've already said that I've checked.
All right, Mr. Reed.
I've been around some of the streets in the area. I just couldn't find her.
Now, don't worry, sir. We'll contact the flying squad and put out an alert.
7 p.m. By now it is obvious to Sergeant Verveers that no progress is being made in the search for Barbara's house. Before he can make any decisions regarding his next move, the car's radio crackles into life.
Control to car 4-4. Come in 4-4. Over.
Car 4-4 to Control. Receiving you, Control. Over.
Can you get to Pretoria, Twist Street, Hillbrow right away? Report of an attempt to break in at Bombay Fruit Market. Over.
On our way, Control. Over and out.
Must be a busy night for us to go all the way from Norwood to Hillbrow. No other cars available, I suppose.
That's right, Constable.
Hey, well, what do we do about Barbara?
Well, now, what would you like me to do, Constable, eh? She can come with us. It's perfectly safe. She can't get hurt. As soon as we're finished in Hillbrow, we can drop her off at the police station there. You wouldn't mind that, would you, Barbara?
No, but I'm getting hungry.
I'm sure we can get you something to eat very soon. You can wait, eh?
7:10 p.m. Car 44 pulls up outside the Bombay Fruit Market. Already, the usual crowd of curious onlookers has gathered outside the shop.
You stay here, Constable. I'll see what the problem is. All right, everybody, stand back, please.
Don't you worry, Barbara. As soon as we finish here, we'll find us both something to eat. I'm starving.
I'm also starving. But I want to go home to my mummy and daddy.
Don't worry, we'll get you home as soon as we can.
I think I can remember what my own name is.
What's that? Your surname, what is it?
It's... I've forgotten.
Yeah, well, keep trying, kid.
Inside the shop, Sergeant Viviers is confronted by an irate Mr. Patel.
Well, what are you going to do about it, Sergeant? This sort of thing has happened before, you know.
Just a moment, Mr. Patel,
No,
please.
Sergeant, there's no time for any moments. My insurance broker has repeatedly warned me that if this sort of thing continues, I won't be able to get any further insurance.
Please, Mr. Patel. I can't help you if you don't tell me exactly what the problem is.
Do you mean to tell me that you don't know?
That's exactly it, sir, yes.
Didn't you see my smashed window when you came into my shop?
Perhaps if you gave me all the details, I'd know where to begin.
All right. I was standing here, like I am now, serving a customer, when all of a sudden, crash. The window over there has a brick coming right through it. And like I'm telling you, it isn't the first time. Now, if you check with Hillbrow Police Station, you'll find I've reported it before. You just ask for Sergeant Harrison.
You see who did it?
No. All I saw was a glass and a brick. But I know who did it.
How do you know, Mr.
I
Patel?
know. It's those boys in the block of flats next door. My heel mentions. They're always coming around here making mischief, looking for trouble.
Well, Mr. Patel, it makes it rather difficult. If you can't make a positive identification, I can hardly charge him, you know. Perhaps somebody here saw them throwing the brick and they can identify it.
No, good Sergeant. You know what people are like, eh? I ask and nobody knows anything. They don't want to get involved.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
This is the third time this year has happened. What am I going to do?
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Look, I'll make my report, and I suggest that it might be a good idea if someone had a word with the boys' parents. Of course, we can't accuse them of doing it, but if we told them that if the boys are involved, they'll end up in serious trouble, well, it might have the desired effect.
But what do I do about my window, eh? Oh, all right, Sergeant. Do what you think is best, but please try to get this thing stopped.
All right, Mr. Patel, I'll see what I can do for you.
Hey, Sarge!
What?
Sarge!
What are you doing here, Constable? I told you to stay with that girl.
The call came through from control, and when I looked again, Barbara was gone. She's disappeared.
Hillbrow, Johannesburg, 7:20 p.m. Sergeant Viviers rushes out of the shop with Constable Jackson. There is no sign of Barbara Reed.
Okay, Jackson, tell me all about it.
Well, Sarge, after you went into the shop, we just sat in the car waiting for you.
Yeah.
Then the radio went. There was a call for us. Obviously, I was distracted, and when I looked again, she was gone.
So what'd you do then?
Well, I thought she was on the pavement, so I got out of the car to call her, but she was gone. I checked around, but there was no sign of her.
Well, didn't you hear the door opening?
You left it open when you got out, Sarge.
We'd better report this.
Already have, Sarge.
Good. That call for us, what was it about?
The little girl, her father's at Norwood waiting to hear from us. Her name's Barbara Reed.
I see. Well, Constable, we've made a good start to the Easter weekend.
Yes, Sarge.
We'd better get some more men in, then start looking for her.
Sergeant Viviers radios in and asks Brixton to contact Hillbrow Police Station for assistance from the uniform branch. A car is sent to Norwood to fetch Mr. Douglas Reed. At 7:35 p.m., a group of policemen gather on the corner of Pretoria and Twist Streets, Hillbrow, under the command of Lieutenant Wardle. The men are carrying two-way radios.
All right, you men. Now, you've all been given a description of the girl, as well as details of the area we're going to cover. You also know exactly what your sectors are. I want you to search in every alleyway, doorway, parking lot, entrances to blocks of flats and shops. Okay? Off you go.
The policemen move off into the night. Mr. Douglas Reed, who has arrived on the scene, joins the crew of car 44, as they also join in the search.
I've been standing here for about half an hour. I haven't seen any wee girl.
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a little girl, brown hair, brown eyes, wearing a yellow top and denim jeans?
No, don't think so.
Why, she lost herself.
No, I've been standing in my shop all night. Business isn't so good. I'd have seen you if she was here. I'm sorry.
If you see a little girl answering to that description, keep her with you and phone the flying squad.
A little girl, you say?
That's right, sir. Have you seen her?
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
Yes, I saw her. I even talked to the child.
After countless negative answers, Sergeant Morris in car 51 gets the first positive reply.
Well, where was this?
By those shops on Catherine Avenue near the bus stop. I just went in to buy some milk, you know, and I saw her sitting on the bench.
And then?
Well, she looked so tired, you know, so I asked her if she was all right and why she was sitting there. I mean, at this time of night, a child should be in bed.
Yes, madam. What did she say?
Well, she told me she was waiting for her mother. And, of course, I asked her where Mommy was. And she said to me that she was in the shop. So I left her and I went into the shop, and then I noticed that there wasn't anyone else in the place, only me. So where was the mother? And I ran out to ask the kid what was going on.
What did she tell you?
Well, she wasn't there anymore. I looked up and down the road, and there she was, going down Abel Road. I would have run after her, but my legs aren't so good anymore, you know.
Thank you very much, madam. You've been a great help.
Shame. I hope you find her. She wasn't even wearing a jersey.
Acting on this new information, the searchers moved from the Hillbrow area to Abel Road and streets leading off it. In car 44, Sergeant Viviers talks to Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed, do you have any idea why your daughter ran away?
No, of course not, Sergeant.
Kids don't do this sort of thing for nothing, sir.
What are you trying to say? If you're insinuating...
I'm only trying to help you, Mr. Reed. Forget it's your daughter you were looking for.
I'm sorry, I'm just very worried.
That's only natural, sir. You didn't say anything to her that might have upset her. You know what kids can be like, something you didn't really mean. They take it to heart, you know.
Well, yes, there was something.
What was that, sir?
Well, I did say something. It was only a bit of a joke, really, and Barbara must have heard me. Obviously, she thought I was serious. Well, you see, I got home from work a bit early. I wanted to avoid the rush hour. It's always worse when there's a long weekend.
I know, sir.
Yeah, well, anyway, my wife reminded me that relatives would be spending the weekend with us. And I made some remark about the house being overcrowded and something about us moving out and sleeping in the garden. Well, of course I wasn't serious, only a bit irritated by the thought of hordes of relatives.
Did you and your wife have a row?
Oh, heavens, no.
So, Barbara overheard this and decided the house would be less crowded without her. Now then, where is she trying to go?
I don't know. Look, maybe she was trying to get to Durban. That's where her grandparents live. You know, we often go down there.
That would explain why she was on the M1.
Oh, yes, of course it would, but where is she now?
9 p.m. There is still no sign of Barbara Reed. Lieutenant Wardle is becoming very concerned at the lack of information on the girl.
Nothing yet, Sergeant Morris?
No, sir. Not a thing.
Oh, where the devil is she? If we don't find her very soon, we'll have to get a couple of dogs out to help us.
In the meantime, sir?
In the meantime, Sergeant, I want the search moved down south of Abel Road. I'm gambling on the fact that a child would more likely walk downhill than up.
All right, sir. I'll get the men moving right away.
As Sergeant Morris is giving the policeman new instructions, Barbara Reed is only 200 meters away, walking along Soper Road.
Oh, hello, my dear. What are you doing out so late all by yourself, Yes?
I'm going to my granny.
Oh, and where does she live?
Not very far.
I see. Does your mummy know where you are, then?
Yes.
I think I'd better walk with you. You shouldn't be out at this time of night all by yourself. Now, you show me where your granny lives, and I'll see that you get there safely. Is that all right?
Yes. Down there.
Right. Come along, let's go. Come on, then. Well, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Are you sure you're all right? I say, no, come back. What's going on with the child running off like that?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Constable.
Have you by any chance...
Look, perhaps you can...
We're looking for a... Sorry, what's that, sir?
No. It's just that I was talking to a little girl just now.
A little girl? What did she look like, sir? What was she wearing?
Oh, I have no idea.
Please try to remember, sir. It's very important. We're looking for a little girl that's lost, and...
No, it's rather dark around here. It's difficult to see clearly. Now, let me think. I somehow seem to recall yellow. A yellow dress, perhaps?
She was wearing a yellow top over denim jeans. The girl we're looking for. Brown hair and...
I can't say that the hair was brown. It was rather dark, you know.
Which way did she go, sir?
Well, I think over there, towards that new block of flats they're building.
Thank you very much, sir.
Using his two-way radio, the constable passes on the latest information to Lieutenant Wardle, who immediately orders all the men in the search party to converge on the area where Barbara Reed was last seen.
Well, this could be very tricky, Sergeant Villiers.
You mean the building site, sir?
Yes. I'm certain that's where she is. And it's not the safest place for a little girl to be.
No, it isn't, sir. I'll hope she hasn't gone up any of those half-finished stairways. There's no sides to them.
How many basements are there? 2, 3?
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud. Stumble and fall. Where's the father?
Over there with Constable Jackson, sir.
Oh, look, he's got enough in his mind. Don't alarm him unnecessarily.
Yes, I understand. He's coming over now, sir.
Are you sure Barbara's in there, Lieutenant?
I'm pretty certain, Mr. Reed. Now, look, don't worry. We'd have your daughter back safe and sound. Won't take long.
You've been saying that most of the night, Lieutenant, and we still haven't found her. If things happen to my little girl...
Come on, Mr. Reed. She'll be all right. She'll be tired and hungry, but she'll be okay. Very resourceful, I must say. Half the force looking for her, and she gives us a slip.
Now, why don't you go and sit in the squad car, Mr. Reed? We'll let you know as soon as we find her.
No, thank you. I'd rather wait here.
The policemen continue the search of the half-completed building. There is still no sign of the girl. Then Constable Jackson calls out to the sergeant.
Sarge, come over here.
What is it, Constable? You found something?
I think so. Come over this way, Sarge.
What is it, man?
Down the back of the building, Sarge. It's quite a drop, 8-10 meters.
Yeah?
Something yellow lying at the bottom. I think it's the girl.
The policemen quickly move to the back of the half-completed building and look down at the small figure lying 9 meters below them.
It looks like the girl, Sergeant. Can you get down there?
Yeah, over there, sir, by the sides. It isn't too steep. We can get down there.
Okay, fine. Hey, you two men, go with the sergeant.
What's going on? What's happened to my little girl?
Mr. Reed, please. Now, I asked you to stay at the car.
Look, I want to know what's happened to my daughter.
We found her, Mr. Reed. But she might have got hurt.
What?
Now, we'll bring her up as quickly as we can.
I'm going down.
No, Mr. Reed, stay here.
I'm going down.
Oh, for goodness sake. Sergeant! Mr. Reed's coming down with you.
Slow down, Mr. Reed. Us will all slide down and break out.
Get that Barbara down there.
Don't panic, sir. We're almost there. Yeah, gently now, sir.
Barbara?
She might have broken something.
Barbara?
Take it easy, sir.
Daddy, I want to go home.
Hey, she's okay. She's all right, Lieutenant.
I'll take you home now, love.
Would you believe it? She was fast asleep, and I thought she was... Hey, Barbara. How did you get down there without breaking your neck, eh?
I came down the steps.
Huh?
Those ones.
Where? And we had to do it the hard way.
Can we go now, Sergeant? I'd like to get her home. Her mother, she'll...
Yes, of course, sir. You're a very lucky man, Mr. Reed.
Yes. Yes, I know. And, Lieutenant, thank you.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of Squad Cars.
Listen again next Friday evening to another dramatic story in our authentic South African police series, Squad Cars. Squad Cars is directed by Colin Fish and produced by David Gooden.
Squad Cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved. A.m. on the 20th of November, Bodley House, Bree Street, Johannesburg. Mr. Oscar Lipman, a manufacturing jeweler, enters the foyer of the building carrying a briefcase. He walks to the lift and presses the button to call it. A young, well-dressed man follows him from the street.
Morning. Good morning. Looks like it's going to set into rain earlier than usual today.
Yes. Which floor?
Fifth. Right. Are you going to give me that bag quietly, or do I have to get rough?
What you talking?
The bag.
You're getting lost. Give me the bag and quick. Take the hands of me.
It's going to register with you just now that I mean
business. Shut up.
11:22 a.m. The young man grabs the briefcase from Mr. Lipman's outstretched hand on the floor of the lift. The lift stops at the 5th floor. The young man quickly stabs the button marked G with his forefinger, and the lift descends to the ground floor. The moment it arrives and the lift doors open, the young man springs out, colliding with a girl.
Hey! Some people have got the manners of pigs. Help me, somebody.
Yes, of course it does.
Oh, please. There's a man in the lift here on the floor. He doesn't seem very well. There's blood and everything.
Please, Constable Haynes speaking.
My name's Deal. I'm the manager of Lipman's Manufacturing Jewelers at Bodley House, Bree Street. My boss has just been attacked in the lift. He was carrying a briefcase containing a parcel of diamonds. It seems to have been a young man who was in the lift with him.
All right, we'll send someone immediately.
11:40 a.m. A constable on a motorcycle arrives at the scene of the crime. He's told by the girl that the young man with the briefcase has left the building and turned right in the direction of Twist Street. The
The motorcyclist spends some time searching the streets in the vicinity for anyone answering the vague description he's been provided with. His search is fruitless, and he reports back to control that it's obviously a case for the robbery squad. It becomes another assignment for Lieutenant Dirk Labuskachny.
How to do, Lieutenant?
Oh, Mr. Dio. Where's the man who was assaulted? What's his name?
Mr. Lipman. Well, we had to rush him to hospital. We couldn't get him to come round.
Oh, don't like the sound of that. What are his injuries?
He'd been hit in the face. He was bleeding from the mouth, and there's a big bruise above his left cheekbone.
Any news from the hospital?
Not so far.
How much are the diamonds worth?
15,000 rand.
Was he bringing them here?
Yes.
Where from?
The Diamond Exchange, Jubilee Street. It's only a short walk from here.
Was such a purchase a regular routine?
Mr. Lipman went once a month. Never at the same time, never on the same day of the week.
Why didn't he have a security service deliver them?
He was very stubborn about that. He didn't think the expense was justified over such a short distance.
How many people work here?
There are 9 of us, including the delivery boy.
Mr. Deal, who knew? Who could have known what Mr. Lipman was doing today?
He told me.
Nobody else?
Definitely not.
Well, somebody knew what he had in that case. Mr. Deal, where's the girl who found him?
She's through the back there. She wasn't looking so perky herself after all. So I told Moses to make her a cup of tea.
Thanks, Mr. Deal. Good morning.
Good morning.
Feeling better?
Yes, much better, thank you.
Nasty shock for you.
How is he? Any news?
Not yet.
Oh, shame. Well, I was coming here to have my engagement ring changed. It's too big for me, you see, too loose. I was afraid of losing it. My fiancé got it here last week. It was a surprise for the weekend. I nearly died when I saw the mess in the lift. I didn't know it was Mr. Lipman. I'd never met him before, you see, but Ronnie said that I should see him. Of course, when the cleaner downstairs said it was Mr. Lipman from 7, I knew right away.
You saw the man who did it?
Oh, it must have been him. There was nobody else in the lift, and he was carrying a case. He was in a tearing hurry. He nearly knocked me over.
What's your name, please?
Penny Shaw.
Shaw. Address, please?
153 Conrad Drive, Blairgowrie.
Blairgowrie. Good. Now, how much of this man did you see?
Oh, dear, I knew you were going to ask me that. I've been trying to remember. I got the impression that he was young and good-looking, on the dark side.
Would you recognize him again, say, from a photograph or so?
Not sure. He bumped me, you see. I recovered in time to see him going out into the street.
Tall, short, fat or thin?
Medium height, I should say. Seemed to have a nice build, good clothes, neat haircut. That's about all I can tell you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sergeant.
Bad news on the fingerprints front, sir. Found great matching impressions on the G button and on the 7th floor button in the lift.
Now, what's bad about that?
They turned out to be the cleaners, sir. Joshua Mkwanazi.
Blast.
That's not quite how I expressed it, sir.
I can imagine.
Some information for you, Lieutenant. It might help. I've been on to the Diamond Exchange. The parcel purchased by Mr. Lipman was an assorted lot. The stones ranged in size from 2 carats down to diamond chips. They were all in a small Schummer bag with drawstrings. It's a bag Mr. Lipman always used.
Thank you, Mr. Deal. Nothing to help us there, either. Not much anyway.
I just thought you'd like to know.
Yes, thank you. My colleague and I are just going downstairs. If there's any more news of Mr. Lipman, we won't be very far away.
Right.
Lieutenant Labuskachny and his colleague, Detective Sergeant Gibson, go down to the street.
He shot out of the building and turned right, according to the girl. Now, perhaps some of these businesses in the vicinity have someone who saw something. They're worth a try anyway. Now, you take the chemist and the furniture shop. I'll try the florist and the gents' outfitters.
No, I'm sorry. If I spend my time gazing into the street, I'd never get anything done.
A young man with a case? Sounds like a traveler. You've seen one traveler, you've seen them all.
I was in the back. We had a big order to prepare for a funeral. We only came through for customs.
Yes, I think I did.
Now, what makes you think so?
Well, clothes are our business. I saw this new line going by. It's the casual exec from Freeman's. Only came on the market last week. Lovely set. 40 regular, navy blue pinstripe. They're very much in, you know.
No, I didn't know. Anything else about him? Did you see where he went?
Jumped a bus on the corner going up the hill.
Did you see his face?
No, just from the back. Very narrow in the hip he was. soft Italian shoes and a pale blue shirt.
But, I thought you only saw him from the back.
Well, I could see his collar. Looked like a Delta cutaway. 15.5-inch neck.
You're very observant.
I am when I want to be.
Can you give me some indication of how tall he is?
5'11" or 6'1", I'd say. Very nice haircut, too. Shaped and cut square at the back.
Well, it's possible that we'll be in touch with you again.
Glad to oblige.
Oh, what is the name, please?
Cyril. Cyril Franco.
Much obliged, Mr. Franco.
Sending Detective Sergeant Gibson to the hospital for news of Mr. Lipman, Lieutenant Lamascagni goes to talk to a municipal inspector at the bus terminus.
It was just after 11:20 from all accounts. Now, one of your buses was going up the hill. Which would it be and where would it be going?
Let's have a look here. Cyril D. He'll be in the terminus here in about 10 minutes. Over here. What's this? Police.
Oh, why? What's the charge?
Come on, man. Don't mess about.
I want to tell you here now, I'm not guilty, eh?
This is Lieutenant Lamascagni, Brixton Robbery Squad.
I think you could help us with an investigation we're pursuing. Now, on your way out of town this last run...
Yeah?
Do you remember a young fellow jumping aboard at the corner of Bree Street?
Yeah. Cocky little devil. Gave me a hard time because I didn't have change for 10 rand. I wouldn't take it and just made him get off at the next stop.
Where was he going?
Oh, only to the top of the hill, so I figured it wouldn't hurt him to walk anyway.
Was this a good-looking youngster carrying a briefcase?
Yeah.
A smart suit, a blue shirt.
Yeah, that's it.
You get a good look at his face.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was about as close to me as you are now. He had dark hair, almost black, brown eyes, and a mouth full of teeth.
Now, how old would you say?
Around about 23.
When can you go down to John Foster Square to our records department?
What for?
I want you to look at some photographs.
Okay. Well, I'll be off at about 3 this afternoon.
Right. I'll tell them to expect you. Go and see Captain Opperman. Ask for him at the CID offices.
Lieutenant Lamascagni then goes to the hospital. He finds Detective Sergeant Gibson hovering near the casualty ward.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh, what's the latest on Mr. Lipman?
Bad news, I'm afraid, sir. The old boy's had a stroke.
On duty in the casualty ward explains to Lieutenant Lamascagni the injury sustained by Mr. Lipman.
The blow he sustained to the left temple must have been particularly vicious. Ruptured an artery, causing hemorrhage into the brain. A thrombus has formed in the blood vessel supplying the internal capsule of the brain.
Sounds grim. Doctor, what's the upshot of it all?
There's more or less complete paralysis in the right side of the body. That's bad enough. He's also lost the ability to speak.
Is he going to live?
I can't tell you that. Time will tell.
Is he conscious?
Yes. I suppose you want to talk to him.
If possible. Though, I don't see how, under the circumstances.
Oh, he may be able to write for you.
With his left hand?
Possible.
But how on earth am I going to be able to ask him questions on that basis?
You could ask him questions which require yes or no as answers.
No, that's true.
Would you like me to come in and help you?
Thanks, sir. That might be a help, Doctor.
Mr. Lipman, these gentlemen are police officers. They're investigating your case. They're going to ask you one or two questions. If the answer is no, will you lift one finger of your left hand? Mm-hmm. And if the answer is yes, clench your fist. You do that? Good. He's all yours, Lieutenant.
Thank you. Mr. Lipman, I'm sorry about what's happened. We're doing our best to catch up with the youngster concerned. Is he anybody you've seen before?
One finger.
Was he a tall, good-looking youngster? Dark, well-dressed?
Mm-hmm. He's clenching his fist.
Mr. Lipman, would you be able to recognize him if you saw him again?
He says, yes.
Do you think you were followed from the diamond exchange?
Fist again?
Could he have known what you had in the briefcase?
Finger... fist... I think he means he doesn't know.
You see, Mr. Lipman, I'm trying to establish some sort of link between you and the exchange, or between you and your employees.
He says no, vigorously.
You consider your employees to be above suspicion?
He says yes.
Did the man speak to you at all?
Yes, again.
Was he South African?
No.
Was he British?
Yes.
How are we getting there? All right, Mr. Lipman. I won't tire you with any more questions just now. Now, if anything occurs to you that you think may be valuable to us, just get hold of the doctor here. You know where to find me.
The next day, Lieutenant Labuschagne goes to see the head of the CID on the Witwatersrand.
And that's all we've got, sir. Despite further investigations, the trail's ended.
What about an identikit photograph for the newspapers?
I'd welcome it, sir. Somebody somewhere may be able to help us.
Under the guidance of Mr. Oscar Lipman, a composite photograph is arranged of cards illustrating different hairstyles and hairlines, ears, eyes, noses, and mouths, chins and jawlines in different shaped faces. When Mr. Lipman is satisfied that a reasonable facsimile of his assailant's face has been composed, the result is photographed, and the photograph is distributed to newspapers throughout the country, with an appeal that anyone knowing of the whereabouts of such a man should contact Lieutenant Labuschagne, telephone number 354-114.
Lieutenant Labuschagne? Oh, yes. Well, tried to steal your dog, did he? That's your what? Oh, a Chihuahua. Well, I won't worry. I suppose he's big enough to look after himself. Lieutenant Labuschagne. I see. Yes, that's understandable. Yeah. Well, next time he tries to pinch your knee in the bicycle, you just call him Nasherette. Lieutenant Labuschagne. Yes. Yes? And, what's the address? Oh. Well, thank you. And what makes you so sure it's the man we're after? Oh, well, because he's growing a beard. In 2 days. Lieutenant Labuschagne.
Lisa, that picture in the paper.
Yes?
He snatched a briefcase, didn't he?
Yes?
I'm sure he was out our way yesterday afternoon.
And, where's your way?
The Springbok. We found pigs here. Now, it was after 4. I just slipped up to the house to have tea with my missus. Well, it looks like nice rain cooking up for the south, Mommy, eh?
Let's hope so, Dad. Cool things down a bit. Who's the visitor?
Huh? What visitor?
Down there by the road.
I didn't see him.
Oh, well, I wouldn't worry. I thought he was waiting for you.
Is he lighting a fire there?
Yes, looks like it.
A cheeky devil. Oh, well, I'll go and fix it.
Don't be long, Daddy. Your tea will be spoiled.
Yeah, he ran away when he saw me coming. He jumped into a red sports car.
Registration number?
Well, now you got me there. I was so concerned with what he was burning, I never thought to look.
Here it is, Arthur.
Thanks. This is Lieutenant Labuschagne, by the way.
Hello.
How do you do, Mrs. de Kock?
You see, it's a briefcase. I was able to pull it off before it was damaged too much. Is that what you're looking for?
Lieutenant Labuschagne puts the scorched briefcase into a plastic sample packet, and he takes it to the hospital where Mr. Lipman identifies the case as being his. The brigadier advises Lieutenant Labuschagne to take it to the Bureau of Standards in Pretoria for intensive examination. In a matter of hours, a laboratory technician is able to tell the police officer the results of the examination and analysis.
Well, as you'd imagine, there was plenty of carbon about, the result of the fire. There was a bent staple inside and some small fragments of good quality paper and traces of schmaltz.
Schmaltz?
They're chicken fat. Perhaps somebody was taking sandwiches to work.
Oh, possibly Mr. Lipman. Yes, go on.
The house dust, which leads me to something rather unusual. Sawdust. Rhodesian teak with traces of varnish.
Was the wood varnish?
Yes, there was a preponderance of varnish in the small sample at my disposal. I don't know whether that's significant or not.
Varnished Rhodesian teak? Sawdust? Where the devil did that come from?
Rhodesian teak is commonly used for flooring. You know, for parquet.
Yeah, that might explain the varnish, but how did it come to be sawdust?
Oh, that's your job, not mine.
Were the samples clean, new? Is that the word I'm seeing?
You mean, did it become sawdust recently?
That's it.
I'd say yes to that, within the last day or two, possibly a week.
Upon his return to Johannesburg, Lieutenant Labuschagne, in company with Detective Sergeant Gibson, visits firms whose speciality is parquet flooring.
And sanding. Now, this is a map of Hillbrow and Berea. Now, the man we're looking for seems to be heading for this point here. Now, he was on a bus. He asked to be put off at the bus stop. Now, this is only a hunch, but we've nothing else to work on. It's likely that he lives within half a mile of this point. We'll use the bus stop as center for a radius of half a mile. I want to know if your firm has undertaken any floor sanding in this area, in a private house, flats, a boarding house, or an hotel, within the last week or 10 days or so.
The lieutenant puts the same proposition and question to 8 firms before he gets a break.
Yes, Canberra Heights. It's in Cotsworth Street and the Berea end, I remember. We did all the flats out recently. Sanded the floors. The owner's renovating, wants to put the rents up.
Who can I talk to there?
Oh, let me see. Yes. Our contact was a Mrs. De Beer. She's the caretaker.
Yeah, I'm Mrs. De Beer. What's the trouble?
Mrs. De Beer, how many flats are there in this building?
Oh, there's 100 altogether.
I believe you had all the floors sanded recently?
Yeah, that's right. I only finished yesterday.
Are the floors Rhodesian teak?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they are. What's this all about?
Do any of your tenants look like this, Mrs. De Beer?
Dear, let me think now. Yeah, Mr. Prentice. He's in 206.
Does he drive a red sports car?
Yeah. What's he been up to?
Is he in at the moment?
No, at least I don't think so. I was in the basement not 5 minutes ago, and his car wasn't there then.
Is he at home during the day a lot?
Yes.
But doesn't he work?
Oh, he works in some restaurant, rather, only at nights. Seems to do very well for himself.
I see. Come on, Sergeant. We'll wait in the basement.
It's 25 to 6 when the red sports car turns into the basement garage.
Mr. Prentice.
That's right.
We have reason to believe that you can assist us with our investigations into an assault and robbery case.
Me? You must be making some mistake.
Oh, possibly, but I must ask you to accompany us.
Why? Where to?
Hillbrow Police Station.
What for?
To attend an identification parade.
Is it going to take long?
Oh, 10 or 15 minutes.
Well, I'm due at work at 6:30.
Oh, this is much more important than that, Mr. Prentice. I'm sure your employers will understand when you explain.
All right, but you're barking up the wrong tree, that's for sure.
Oh, I'll risk it. Sergeant.
Yes, sir?
Lay on an identification parade, 10 or a dozen men. I'm going to get the hospital to let us have Mr. Lipman in a wheelchair.
Right, sir.
All right, settle down, please. Line up.
Okay. Now, Mr. Lipman, I'm going to push you along the line here. If you see anyone resembling the man who assaulted you in the lift on the 20th, I want you to touch him with your left hand. Now, don't be alarmed. There's nothing for you to worry about. Here we go. Not this one, eh? Oh, this one. Number 3 is in the clear. And 4. What's the matter? You want me to stop? This one?
Ridiculous.
If you're innocent, Mr. Prentice, you've nothing to fear.
I'm a peaceable citizen. I came to this country to get on with carving a decent career for myself.
Come along, Mr. Prentice.
Where are we going?
To your flat. We've reason to believe that you've a parcel of diamonds in your possession.
Diamonds? I've never heard anything so daft in all my life. What would I be doing with diamonds?
Yes, all right, Mr. Prentice. That'll do. This way.
Lieutenant Lapaskasny and Detective Sergeant Gibson go with Prentice to Canberra Heights. They enter the lift in the basement.
Which floor?
10th.
Right. Now, which one's yours?
The one on the end.
Right. Hey, wait a minute. Mrs. De Beer said you were in 206.
Bright, aren't you?
Hey! Grab him, Sergeant! Here's your committee! Grab him, Sergeant! He's going to jump!
Having tricked the police officers into going up to the 10th floor, Prentice suddenly ran for the glassed-in parapet. His end was spectacular, to say the least. He dived through the glass and fell to the street below. And thus ended a life of crime which had begun when Prentice was in school in England. At the time of his death, he was actually wanted in connection with an armed robbery in Birmingham. He lived by his wits, and being short of money and having to meet some pressing gambling debts, he waited outside the diamond exchange until someone emerged carrying a briefcase. His victim was Mr. Oscar Lippman, who incidentally recovered almost completely. He now lives on the Natal South Coast in premature retirement with his wife. The past of diamonds was recovered intact.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.
Squad Cars. General Motors and their dealer organization throughout Southern Africa proudly bring you the drama, the danger, the thrills, and the facts when the long arm of the law travels in Squad Cars. The story you're about to hear is true. Details are supplied from the official case files by the South African police. Only names and places have been changed to protect innocent people involved.
.40 on the 7th of February. A flat in Delano Court, Jeppy Street, Johannesburg. The occupants of the flat, Mr. and Mrs. Perry Brinkman, have just come home from a party.
What do you want to do that for?
I want to bang the door. I'll bang it.
Yeah, that's your frame of mind, is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, calm down. It's all over.
And what precisely do you mean by that? Is it all over for good? Or you mean the agony at that party is over?
Now, just leave it alone.
I want you to know that I've just about had enough. You made a fool of yourself, and you made a fool of me. Everybody was talking about it.
About what?
The way you carried on with that Harding woman.
Oh, a mild flirtation. Nothing to it.
Nothing to it, eh? Well, just look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, something bothering you? Eh?
That lipstick round your mouth. Mrs. Harding's lipstick.
She didn't mean anything by it. She had a bit too much to drink, that's all.
I wonder how you'll carry on when I start this little game.
Pack it up.
Don't you talk to me like that. Who the devil can that be at this time of night?
Well, aren't you going to answer it?
Honestly.
Where is he?
We don't want any trouble, please. He didn't mean anything by it.
Get out of my way!
Perry, he's got a gun.
It's 11:43 when Russell Harding pushes Marge Brinkman aside and stalked into the flat brandishing a Schneider 32 automatic.
Where are you, Brinkman?
I'm here.
Oh, skulking in the kitchen, eh?
Not skulking. I'm not scared of the likes of you.
Oh, is that so? Well, I thought that'd be your attitude, and that's why I came with this.
You don't frighten me.
You swine, you rotten swine.
Please, Russell.
Please, nothing. He deserves this. He's not fit to live.
Oh, don't leave it alone.
No.
Perry! Oh!
Don't cry, Marge. You're better off without him.
12:04 a.m. on the 8th of February. One of the many phones at Brixton Radio headquarters, the phones connecting the public with the flying squad, rings.
Police, Constable Williams speaking.
My name is Mrs. Brinkman. My address is number 43 Delano Court, Sheppey Street.
Yes?
My husband has just been shot. He's dead.
Who shot him?
It was a man, a friend of ours. Please send somebody over. I don't know what to do. Perry's dead and I don't know what to do.
Oh, well. Sounds like a nasty business for somebody. Well, keeping us busy tonight. What you got? Shooting.
Oh, give me the 280. Thanks.
Didn't have a chance to get her phone number. I was on the point of asking when she hung up. She says her husband's dead.
Oh, no. Who shall I give this one to? Number 9. Where are you, number 9? Over.
Just leaving a building site in Hillbrow. Some lunatic started an excavator. Had a devil of a time stopping it. It's all right, though. We managed to contact the director of the firm. Nothing serious, just mischief. What have you got for us? Over.
A shooting in Sheppey Street, Delano Court.
The name's Brinkman. The flat number is 43. She says that a friend of theirs did it. Over.
Light control. We're on our way. Over and out.
Domestic trouble, sir.
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right, get this thing moving.
Yes, sir. Delano Court. Can't remember seeing that one.
It's quite near the post office. Go via Klein and King George Streets. That's your quickest route.
All right, sir.
12:15 a.m. Car number 9, driven by Constable Maxwell and crewed by Warrant Officer Pringle, arrives outside Delano Court. The two men climb out of the car. They go into Delano Court and take the lift to the 4th floor. Number 43 is next to the lift, and the door is open.
Mrs. Brinkman? Anybody there?
Yes, please come in.
Good morning.
Morning.
What happened?
It was Russell Harding, friend of ours. There was some nonsense at a party.
What sort of nonsense?
Well...
Come on, Mrs. Brinkman. I know how difficult it is for you, but you must try and pull yourself together.
It's too dreadful. Perry's dead. He just isn't bear thinking about. Awful. Awful. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Mrs. Brinkman. Whenever you're ready.
Well, we met at the Hardings a year or so ago. We got to know them through some other friends of ours. We seemed to hit it off as a foursome. We went everywhere together. I didn't know that, well, Perry had developed a thing about Joe.
Who's he?
No, it's short for Joanne. Joanne Harding. It started innocently enough. Little remarks, jokes. I had no idea it was leading up to something. But that's what happened. They began, Joanne and my husband, to see each other alone, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, perfectly. Go on.
Russell, that's Joanne's husband, became suspicious, and he had a private detective put on to following Joanne. That's when it all came out. There was a big scene then. But they both promised that it was all over. They said they'd been very foolish. They said they wouldn't see any more of each other. Anyway, we went to a party tonight, not knowing that the Hardings would be there. It was awful. And this thing that Joanne and Perry had for each other started all over again. They disappeared from the party, and someone said they were in the summer house by the swimming pool together. I knew there was going to be big trouble, so I went down to the summer house and dragged Perry home. I wanted to get him away before Russell got hold of him. Russ has got a terrible temper, you see. It nearly came to blows the first time, after the private detective. Well, we were here, hadn't been home more than 10 minutes when the doorbell rings. I went to open the door, and there's Russell with a gun. He pushes me aside, comes in, and... Oh, you can see what he's done.
Yes, it's a bad business.
I never thought it would come to this. I always warned Perry of big trouble, but... I mean, who can foresee things like this? Russell came in like a maniac. I've never seen a man in such a state.
Well, Mrs. Brinkman, there's nothing we can do for your husband.
Yes, I realize that.
Have you any idea where Harding's gone?
No, he just walked out. I seem to remember hitting him on his back with my fist. He just walked out.
Did he come here in a car?
He must have done.
Did you perhaps go out onto the balcony and see him leave?
No, I tried to pull myself together, and I phoned you people.
I see. Have you got his address?
Let me see. Yes, it's 611. It's Tilbury Heights. Bruce Street, Hillbrow.
Bruce Street, Hillbrow. All right, Mrs. Brinkman. The constable will stay here with you while I go down to the car and report what's happened to the murder squad.
All right, got all that. We'll get hold of the district surgeon and pass it on to the Brixton murder squad. Over.
It seemed like a good idea for Maxwell and I to go to that address in Hillbrow. It's possible that he's pitched up there. Over.
All right. If you need help, just report in. Over.
Will do. Over and out.
1:10 a.m. An investigating officer has arrived at the scene of the crime, along with a detective sergeant and a detective constable. A doctor is there, too. As soon as he's able, Warrant Officer Pringle leaves the flat in Jeppy Street, along with Constable Maxwell. They descend to the street below and climb into squad car number 9.
Sir?
We've got a little call to make.
We're going to the killer's flat, sir?
The alleged killer's flat. The man's innocent until he's proved guilty.
All right, sir. It's just a technicality. But there's an eyewitness, Mrs. Brinkman.
True. I don't think a judge and assessors will have much trouble reaching the same conclusion as you did. You see what happens when married couples start messing about.
Oh, I've seen it before, sir. But I've never been involved in such tragic consequences. Which street is it, sir?
Bruce Street.
Right, sir.
1:20 a.m. The policemen arrive at their destination, Tilbury Heights. Constable Maxwell is already heading for the entrance when he notices that the warrant officer is making for the basement.
No. We're going this way, through the garage. I want a word with the night watchman. He's over there, fast asleep. Come on, you. Wake up. Hey, wake up. Come on, sit up.
Oh, yes, Papa.
There's a Mr. Harding lives in these flats. Do you know him?
Yes, I know him.
Uh-huh. Well, which is his car?
Just a minute, Buzz. Buzz Harding is not here. He parks over there in bay number 13. He's not home yet.
Does he always park his car in the basement here?
Excuse me, Buzz.
I mean, does Boss Harding sometimes leave his car in the street, perhaps?
Maybe sometimes, sir. I don't know.
Has he been in here tonight?
No, sir.
Well, how do you know? You were fast asleep.
I'm always hearing the cars. He's definitely not been here.
All right. You can go back to sleep now. Come on, Maxwell. 6th floor for us. To the right. Next one. Just stand away from the people.
Right, sir. Try the bell, sir.
Looks as though we're in luck, Maxwell.
Luck, sir?
Obviously hasn't been here yet.
Oh.
Now, you go down to the street and move the car.
Right.
Put it around the corner away from the front of the building and the entrance of the garage.
Right.
Then come back up here. If and when Mr. Harding does pitch up, he's going to find us waiting for him.
1:30 a.m. Constable Maxwell, having parked the squad car out of sight, returns to the building to find Warrant Officer Pringle in the foyer, scanning the board bearing the names of the occupants of the flats.
Now, where the devil is it?
What are you looking for, sir?
The caretaker's flat.
Caretaker. There you are, sir. 118, first floor.
Good. Let's go up and wake him.
Yes, all right, I'm coming. Who is it?
Police.
There's never a minute's peace around this place. Police. So one thing it's another. Trouble with the staff? Trespassing or something?
No, it's nothing like that, sir. The people in 611 have been involved in a shooting incident.
Is that so?
I'd like the key to 611, please.
What for?
Well, there's a chance that Harding will come back here. We want to be in the flat when he arrives, sir.
Well, if I can help it.
Well, what do you mean, sir?
How do I know that you're telling the truth?
Oh, for goodness sakes.
How do I know you are who you say you are?
All right, you are. Here's my certificate of appointment, sir. See the photograph? That's me.
Yeah, it seems to be all right. But I'm not giving you the key.
But why not, sir?
Where's your warrant? You people can't just go bursting into other people's homes. Let me see your warrant.
You're being unreasonable, sir. Harding is a murder suspect. Anyway, we don't need a warrant.
I can't believe it. Altogether too nice for that sort of thing. Very nice people, the Hardings. Never any trouble.
Look, Mr.
Smithers.
Well, Mr. Smithers, give me the key to Harding's flat. We're not going to touch anything. I just want to be waiting for him when he arrives home.
No, I can't allow it. It's more than my job's worth.
Well, sir, you're being deliberately obstructive.
You're entitled to your opinion, of course.
All right, I'll just have to make other arrangements.
Yes, you do that. You know what your job entails, and it's the same with me.
Come on, Maxwell. Miserable old devil. We'll sit here on the fire escape. We can see everybody coming and going.
All right, sir. We do meet him, sir, don't we?
Yes, it takes all sorts to make a world, Maxwell. We'll just have to do it the hard way.
Oh, suits me, sir.
Ever sat on a fire escape before?
No, sir.
Well, you'll find it a numbing experience.
2:20 a.m. The weather is decidedly chilly for February. Constable Maxwell is wishing that he had a jersey on under his tunic when they hear the approaching clatter of a woman's heels.
What do you bet this is Mrs. Harding?
I think so, too, sir.
If she stops outside 611, then it's her for sure. Come on, Maxwell. Mrs. Harding?
Oh, you gave me such a shock.
Sorry, we're actually waiting for your husband.
Oh, I see. Why?
Where is he?
I don't know. What's been going on?
Isn't your husband with you, Mrs. Harding?
No, we were at a party together, but we left separately.
I see. What time did your husband leave the party?
Look, would you mind telling me what all this is about?
Is your husband with you? Downstairs, perhaps, parking the car?
No.
That's a pity. I'm afraid there's been some bad trouble, Mrs. Harding. Your husband shot and killed Mr. Brinkman earlier tonight.
He did what?
I'm afraid so.
But not Russell. He couldn't. He didn't care that much.
I've had the whole story from Mrs. Brinkman.
You're not pulling my leg, are you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Perry dead. It's hard for me to... I think I'd like to sit down.
If you'll give me the key to the flat, I'll open it up for you.
I'm afraid I haven't got a key. I thought Russell would be home by this time.
No.
Well, we can't get in there. Russell's got the key.
I see.
Well, I'm going to have to sit somewhere. I don't feel at all well.
What about the caretaker, sir?
Yes, that's a good idea. You can get the pass key from him, Mrs. Harding. He's a crusty old devil. He wouldn't give it to us.
All right.
We'll go down together.
Well, I mean, it's a different matter giving it to you, Mrs. Harding. These men may be policemen, but they're strangers to me. And I have strict instructions from the agents. It's more than my job's worth.
Yes, all right, Mr. Smithers. The key, please.
I mean, all sorts of funny things happen these days. Could have been thieves in disguise.
The key, Mr. Smithers.
Yes. Here you are.
Thank you.
Sir,
Yes, what is it, Maxwell?
A man just got up in the lift, sir, to the 6th floor.
Did he see you?
No, sir.
What did he look like?
Medium height, stocky, dark, navy blue suit.
Wavy hair?
Yes.
That's Russell.
I think you'd better stay out of this, Mrs. Harding.
Why, what are you going to do?
We're going to arrest him, and he's got a gun.
You mean there's likely to be shooting?
That depends on your husband.
Do me a favor, please.
I will if I can.
If there's any trouble, call me. Let me talk to him.
All right. Come on, Maxwell.
2:30 a.m. The two police officers go up in the lift to the 6th floor. Silently and with great caution, they approach flat 611. The door is shut.
Who is it?
Police.
What do you want?
Silly question, Mr. Harding, under the circumstances.
I'm not coming out.
Now, don't make things any more difficult than they are already. Be sensible, man.
Brinkman had it coming. He only got what he deserved.
That's not for me to decide.
Yeah, he's been getting on with my wife. She's as bad as he is.
Yes, I know the whole story. I'd advise you to pack it up now.
They started again at the party tonight.
Come on, Harding. Be a sensible chap. Open the door.
Not on your life.
Then we're going to have to break it down.
I've got a gun here. Put your shoulder to that door and you've had it.
We've got guns too, you know, Harding, and there are two of us.
I don't care how many of you there are. Put your shoulder to that door and I'll shoot.
Sounds as if he means it, sir.
Yes, well, we'll soon see. Now, just get out of the line of fire. I'm going to bend down and thump the door with my fist at the bottom.
Right, sir.
We're coming in, Harding.
Well, I've told you what you can expect. You see, I'm not fooling around.
You're being a fool, man.
I've killed one man, so it doesn't matter now.
What do we do now, sir?
I think it's a job for the captain.
Did you receive all that, sir? Over. Yes, I'll be over there right away. Over.
May I suggest, sir, that on your way here you pick up a canister or two of tear gas from the armory. You never know, sir. Over.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll be with you in about 15 minutes. Over.
Very good, sir. Over and out. And that's where he blasted us through the door, sir.
Tough cookie.
Yes, sir. His wife said that she'd like to talk to him.
Fine. Perhaps she'll succeed where we've failed.
Maxwell?
Sir?
Go down to the caretaker's flat and bring Mrs. Harding here.
Yes, sir.
Go on, Mrs. Harding. Talk to him.
Russ? Russell?
What do you want?
Oh, it's a terrible thing you've done to Perry.
Yeah, so what about what you and he have done to me?
Oh, well, I don't suppose it matters now.
You deserve what he got. Except that killing's too good for you.
Don't step in front of the door, Mrs. Harding.
You hear me?
Yes, I hear.
It was all happening again, wasn't it, eh? You were starting again.
Oh, Russ, please.
Come away, Mrs. Harding. That's enough. We're wasting our time.
Oh, don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him.
It's him. He's trying to hurt us.
But we can't help it. He's not himself. Oh, just let me talk to him a minute longer, please.
Right, once more. But keep away from the door. He wants to kill you, too.
Russ, please. Things are bad enough without making them any worse. I know it's my fault, but I couldn't help it.
I don't care what happens to me now. He's dead and gone, that swine.
So you're not going to listen to me?
Not a chance. You can go to that devil for all I care. After the way I loved you, I was prepared to understand the once. Forgive. Let bygones be bygones. But I always felt that you'd start again, given half a chance, and by heaven you did. Well, I hope you're happy with the outcome.
Well, I tried, Russ.
It's too late.
Leave it, Mrs. Harding. It's over to us now. Constable Maxwell will take it down to the caretakers until it's all over.
Come along, Mrs. Harding.
Now, listen to me, Harding. If you don't come out and give yourself up, we're going to have to come in there after you.
Just try. I've got enough ammunition here to hold up an army.
Somebody's going to get hurt. It could well be you. You've shown us how cheaply you hold life now, but we can play it just as tough as you.
Yeah, that's just a lot of soft soap, just words. What are words compared to what I'm feeling?
Well, I give you due warning that I shall have my men break the door down and open fire on you.
You can come out alive or dead. It's entirely up to you. I prefer that you stood trial.
No! No!
He's only got one shot left in that clip, sir.
We can't be sure of that. He says he has more ammunition. He may well have inserted a new clip.
So what do we do, sir?
Well, we'll have to smoke him out. This window here. What's to the window of?
One way to find out, sir. It's the bathroom, sir.
Now, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
One shot left, eh?
Yes, sir.
I may be on the way out, but I'll take you all with me.
Is the door to the bathroom open?
Yes, sir.
What does it lead on to?
A sort of passageway, sir.
Right. Return his fire. Drive him off, and I'll lob this canister of tear gas inside when I give the word.
Right, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Right. Open fire. Here's the canister.
Tear gas, eh? Well, it'll need more than this to get me out.
The canister of tear gas bounces and rolls through the open door of the bathroom into the passageway from where Harding is covering the door of the flat and the window of the bathroom. Even before it stops rolling, the canister emits a white cloud of gas. It spreads rapidly, and it's not long before Harding has to resort to holding a handkerchief to his mouth and nose.
Come on, Harding. It's all over. You won't be able to stand that for more than a couple of minutes. Throw your pistol into the bath and come out with your hands up.
No, I don't.
That's well, in no hurry. Just want to save you a lot of pain and misery. I've got more. You can have that, too, if you want it.
All right. I'm coming out.
The gun, sir. His pistol. He hasn't done it his head.
Look out, here he comes. One false move, shoot him. Where's the gun, Harding?
Coming out to you.
Now pick up the gun, Constable. And put the cuffs on it, Mr. Pringle.
It'll be a pleasure, sir.
At his trial, evidence was led to show that Harding left the party at which his wife had misbehaved with Brinkman. He'd gone home, collected his pistol, and driven to the Brinkman flat in Jeppy Street. The judge decided that, due to extreme provocation, there were extenuating circumstances, and he sentenced Harding to life imprisonment.
They prowl the empty streets at night, waiting, in fast cars, on foot, living with crime and violence. These men are on duty 24 hours out of every 24. They face dangers at every turn, expecting nothing less. They protect the people of South Africa. These are the men of squad cars. Listen again next Friday evening to another authentic story in our dramatic South African police series, Squad Cars, brought to you by General Motors, makers of the biggest and most exciting range of cars, trucks, and commercial vehicles in the world. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Pontiac, Beaumont, Chevrolet, Opel, Holden, Vauxhall, Bedford, GMC, and Ranger, South Africa's own car.